graduation, he plans on starting his career as a financial planner while obtaining his CFP. His favorite memory of his time at MSJ involved all the time spent with teammates on and off the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Connor. Number 11, Eli Lefrange. Eli is joined on the field today by his mom, Laura, dad, Joel, brother, Luke, sister-in-law, Kazia, nephew, Nash, and other members of his extended family. Eli will graduate after obtaining a master's degree in speech pathology, after which he intends to start his career working in a school district and becoming a coach. His favorite memories of his time in blue and gold include wrestling with Coach Hoppertton and getting body slammed, and all about winning and celebrating the 3 HCAC championships. Ladies and gentlemen, Eli Lefrange. Number 15, Jordan Weidman. Jordan is joined on the field today by his mother and father, Cassandra and Gil Weidman, his brother, his cousins, and MSJ staff member and advisor, Jada Jackson. Jordan will graduate from the Mount with a degree in communication and new media studies, and after graduation, plans on working at a radio station back home in Georgia. Jordan will always remember all the memories made with his teammates during his time at the Mount. Jordan Weidman. Also wearing number 15, Nicholas Paff. Nicholas is joined on the field today by his parents, Nancy and Rob Paff. Nicholas will graduate from the Mount after majoring in biochemistry. He will graduate in December and will begin PA school here at the Mount in January. His favorite memory of his time here was beating Rose Holman in the snow on Schuler Field to win the first of 3 straight HCAC titles. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Paff. Now number 16, Caleb Ortega. Caleb is joined on the field today by his parents, brothers Dominic and Finley, and his sisters Callie and Charis. He will graduate from the Mount with a major in criminal justice, after which he intends on entering the workforce in a related field. His favorite memories of his time at MSJ, including building relationships and spending time with all of his teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Ortega. Now, number 17, Dylan Novak. Dylan is joined on the field today by his parents, Derek and Stacy, as well as his girlfriend, Gracie. He will graduate from the Mount after majoring in early childhood and special education, and after graduation, he plans to embark on a teaching career. His favorite memories of his time at the Mount were all the times he spent with teammates on and off the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Novak. Next is number 18, Carter Lindaman. Carter is joined on the field today by his parents, sister, girlfriend, stepdad, and dad's girlfriend. He will graduate from the Mount with a degree in health and exercise science with a clinical focus, and after graduation will pursue a CSCS credentials in order to become a strength and conditioning coach. The practices and early morning lifts were always his favorite times because it's when everyone learns the most about their teammates. Another favorite memory were all the conference championships. Ladies and gentlemen, Carter Lindaman. Now number 30, Dante Harris. Dante is joined on the field today by his mom, dad, and 2 little brothers. He will graduate from the Mount with a degree in early childhood and special education, after which he plans to return to Ringgold, Georgia, where he will teach 3rd grade and coach football. His favorite memory of his time in an MSJ jersey was winning the 2025 HCAC championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Dante Harris. Number 42, Eric Nephew. Eric is joined on the field by his mom, Carolyn, his dad, Greg, and his sister, Nadine. He will graduate from the Mount with a degree in health and exercise science, after which he plans on starting work as a personal trainer and becoming a certified strength coach. His favorite memory of his time at the Mount was winning the HCAC championship his freshman year. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Nephew. Now we have number 55, Cam Fuller. Cam is joined on the field today by his mother Elaine, his brother and sister, his cousin, and his girlfriend. He will graduate from the Mount with a degree in communications and new media studies, and after graduation, he plans on pursuing a career in football. His favorite memories of his time at the Mount, including registering a sack in the conference championship game, which helped secure the win for the Mount. Ladies and gentlemen, Cam Fuller. Now we have number 58, Cam King. Cam is joined on the field today by Coach Justin Taylor. Cam will be graduating from the Mount with a degree in exercise science, after which he plans on becoming a professional strength coach. His favorite memory of his time here was the team winning its third consecutive ACAC championship last year over Rolls-Holman here at Schuler Field. Ladies and gentlemen, Cam King. Now number 71, Donnie Lewis. Donnie is being joined on the field today by his mom, Mandy Bowl. Donnie graduated from the Mount with a degree in marketing and is currently pursuing a master's degree, continuing with grad school as he begins his career. His favorite memory of his time here at Mount St. Joseph was the 2024 HCAC championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Donnie Lewis. Number 3, Joey Hibbert. Joey is joined on the field today by his mom, dad, and grandma. He will graduate from the Mount after majoring in health and exercise science. And after graduation, he plans on building a personal training business while pursuing a certification in nutrition. His favorite memories of his time at MSJ were being part of 2 conference championship teams while achieving a personal record of going 9 for 9 in PATs and hitting 5 touchbacks in one game. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Hibbert. And number 95, Brock Harris. Brock is joined on the field today by his parents, grandparents, brother, and sister. He will graduate from the Mount after majoring in business management. And afterwards, he plans to pursue trade school to become an electrician. His favorite memory of his time here would be the team winning the conference championship when he was a freshman here at Schuler Field. Ladies and gentlemen, Brock Harris. And one more big round of applause for all of today's Mount St. Joseph football seniors.
That's our Senior Day celebration here this afternoon at Schuler Field for 2025. 15 seniors saying goodbye, Chuck. And, you know, it dawned on me while this was going on, I don't remember which was harder, Senior Day or your actual last game.
Yeah, that's a tough call because sometimes it's both. You know, if you're playing your last game of the season and it's home and that's it, it kind of combines. But I know, I tell you about my boys, football-wise, it didn't hit me as much. But then when they lost the playoff game up, was that Alma?
Yes.
I think, yeah, that hit them hard, and it hit me hard knowing that's it. That's never going to happen again. And, you know, it's always, like I said, it's a very emotional day. And you hope you can keep those emotions intact once the game starts.
Well, we're about 15 minutes away from game time here at Schuler Field. The Mount taking on Manchester. We'll be back to tell you what's happening elsewhere around the Mount right after these timeouts.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. Whether entering the nursing field, changing careers, or expanding your professional skills, innovative simulation labs and a variety of clinical sites prepare you to deliver exceptional patient care. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs taught by highly credentialed faculty, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University, where Division III champions are made. We coach our Lions to become leaders who will win on the field and in their career. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Are you ready to compete with the heart of a Lion and become our next champion? Learn more at msjlions.com.
Dave Mitchell, Chuck Murray right back here at Schuler Field this afternoon, where the Lions are getting set to take on the Manchester Spartans here today. This is the final home game of the regular season for the Mount St. Joseph Lions. They are going to be off next week, or at Rose-Hulman next week, and that will take care of the rest of the regular season, Chuck.
Yeah, as long as they win out, they will definitely be in a bowl game and finish second. Now, if we stumble, then it could get really kind of hairy there.
Yeah, but it's been one of those seasons, Chuck, where it's been up and down, feast or famine.
Yeah, it really has. It's it's been unlike not the past 3 seasons. I mean, one week we can look really, really good, and even defensively, there's been some spots during the year we've looked really good, and then other times, not so good. So it's just not a real consistent season. But they've played some good teams out of conference, and as we talked, Hanover was just the better team this year.
The Heartland Conference standings heading into this afternoon. Hanover on top of it with a 5-0 record. They're 6-2 overall. They've won 6 in a row. And in second place is Mount St. Joseph at 3-1, 4-4 overall. Bluffton is at 3-2. They're 5-3 overall, but they're in third place. Then comes Franklin and Rose, each at 2-2. And at the bottom, Anderson and Manchester, each at 0-4 on the season. Today, around the Heartland Conference, it is Bluffton going to Franklin. That game will kick off here in just a few minutes. Otterbein, in a non-conference game, will be at Hanover today. And then Anderson travels to Rose-Hulman. That's what's happening around the Heartland Conference in college football. What's happening around the Mount this weekend?
Okay, so just to wrap up the fall sports season, men's soccer, Anthony Clark's team, they had a really nice season. They did fall in the tournament last Saturday night to Bluffton in the HCAC quarterfinals 2-0. Women's soccer won the regular season, lost a heartbreaking shootout and penalty kicks the other night to Hanover in the HCAC semifinals, but Coach Darren Gallagher and his team should be very proud of their season. Volleyball's at Earlham today. They've lost their last couple of matches in 4 sets to Franklin and Transylvania, but they're 6-2 in the league. They should host a first-round game next Wednesday night. We'll know that for sure later today, but that looks good there. Winter sports are starting up. Men's basketball actually is at Hanover playing Albion, and they currently trail 22-15 with 9:26 to go in the first half. And they play Otterbein this coming Thursday night in their home opener. Women's basketball is at Capitol tonight, 6 o'clock tip-off their season opener, and wrestling as at Washington and Jefferson Invitational. So, we're going right from the fall sports to the winter sports, Dave.
Absolutely, and just to let you know that we will be broadcasting that game for you on November the 13th against Otterbein. I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action, not only on YouTube, but UltimateSportsTalk.com. We're about 11 minutes away from the kickoff of this afternoon's ball game on Senior Day, also Alumni Day.
Yeah.
We haven't brought that up yet.
Yeah, we're real excited. We're welcoming back over 50 alumni. A lot are from the very first team ever here at the Mount, 1990, and we really feel like we got a great turnout. I know Melanie, our athletic director, was out there kind of talking to them. A couple hours ago they were out there tailgating and have a good time. So, yeah, really looking forward to a great day here.
I've got a feeling we're probably going to be visited very soon by a certain former coach.
Well, actually Coach Hibbert, as you talked about, and actually the rumor is Coach Cordini, who was before Coach Hibbert, is here today too. It'd be great to see both of them guys.
So we'll be back and talk with head coach Tyler Hoppertton before this afternoon's ball game after this.
The U.S. Army hosted a conversation between Mike Krzyzewski and General Martin Dempsey, 2 iconic leaders shaped by basketball and the Army.
Joining the Army can be looked at as an uncommon path. Why would you want to be common? You have an opportunity to join the best team in the world. Run to it. It's your opportunity.
These legends are shaping up the next generation of young Americans. Be sure to catch the full conversation on NCAA.com.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. You can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
Well, Chuck, Tyler Hoppertton comes into this afternoon's ball game in his 9th season. Exactly how many years I've been doing these games for Mount St. Joseph?
9 years is unbelievable, Dave. It goes so fast.
It really does, and he's got a record coming into this afternoon's ball game of 63-24. That is just an outstanding mark for him.
Yeah, he's done an outstanding job. Took over at, I believe, age 27 or 28, and still going strong.
And he's going to direct his team this afternoon against the Manchester Spartans and their head coach, Van Hunt. But earlier this week, Blake Watson, Sports Information Director, had the opportunity to talk with head coach Tyler Hoppertton.
Hop, today's senior day. Once again, you got a class of really good kids leading your program. What's this day like for you as a head coach?
Always great to see the guys that stick it out. You know, typically it's, you know, this year it's about 20% of their freshman class that's still here on senior day. And you know, some of their class is still here in school and stuff like that, but in terms of sticking it out for football for 4 years, you know, just about 20%. And so always proud of people that can stick it out. And you know, it's not an easy thing to do. We've asked a lot of them over the last 4 years. They've been extremely under an extremely demanding schedule, and you know, they've gone through it. And so you know, senior day is always great just to show our younger guys too of, you know, how special it is to be a 4-year college football guy. That, you know, there's a super small percentage of people in the world that can say they played college football for 4 years, and so it's always great to honor those guys.
Hop, ONU last week, tough loss. You guys played pretty well, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Second kickoff return for a touchdown recently. So, as talking to a special teams coordinator right now, how do you address that problem? Because it's obviously an issue at this point.
Yeah, a lot of changing of personnel. You know, this week, kind of rechanging our kickoff scheme to match the guys that are actually out there. You know, that unit in particular has changed the most of anything in terms of injuries and things like that. So, I mean, you know, last couple of weeks, it's more than half the guys running down are guys that haven't done it all year, at least in terms of in a game. But putting them in a better situation instead of having them do something I was asking somebody else to do, you know, putting them in giving them a role that fits them best, kind of mixing it up a little bit, give them some things to help a little bit. But at the end of the day, we got to, you know, get off blocks and tackle somebody. Where kick return last week, we had 6 guys run into a blocker and didn't try to avoid, and that's, you know, something we work on twice a week for the last 100 years. Yes, sure. But, yeah, I mean, really, two scores I attribute to special teams last week, and you just can't win any game, let alone tough road games, doing that. You know, defense beat up too, and so, you know, the special teams has to help both sides, but especially the defense and field position and possession and those sorts of things. So a lot of just cleaning up, and, you know, some guys aren't necessarily back, but some guys get more reps at practice and a little bit more ready for their varsity chance.
Turning our attention to the Spartans today, obviously it's a program that has not won a game yet this year. We just talked before we started this. They are a more talented group than they've been. What do you guys need to do today to win this football game?
You know, this year we were humbled and reminded of, you know, how hard it is to win a college football game. This team could be 8-0 or 0-8, you know, not taking it for granted, not taking the opportunity for granted. It's fun to win football games. We're playing to win, regardless of the record of the other team. You know, we talk about respecting our opponents. So, you know, regardless if they're 0-8 or 8-0, we respect them just the same. That we've prepared for this 0-8 Manchester team the same way that, you know, we'll prepare for a conference championship, same way that we prepared for any other team. And so excited to see, you know, the results that yields of, you know, holding ourselves at a high practice standard and preparation standard.
Today's another special day. We got the first football team from Mount St. Joseph on campus. Other older alumni, as you told me earlier. Having those guys back on campus, what does that mean for you, your program, and especially the kids that are currently in this team?
So we always talk about honoring our upline, you know, the guys that came before us. And I'm as an alum myself, you know, I worked my butt off so that the guys after me could have a better program than I had. You know, I didn't never miss a lifting or practice or all those things for these guys to take this, you know, for granted. And there's guys before me that didn't have a, you know, $20 million indoor facility or even a home stadium or barely even a practice field. And those are those guys today. You know, starting a football program at an all-women's college isn't necessarily an easy thing. And so it's always great to have, you know, any alumni on campus, but especially, you know, the OG guys and the first team guys, early 90s guys that came from nothing. You know, they're very proud of where our program is today, and it's great to see those guys. It's always, good for our guys, too, to kind of be reminded of that and humbled by that. One of our players, I won't mention who, when I mentioned that the first team was coming back, said they're still alive. I'm like, they're only about 50 or so, So, I think the first team guys will get a kick out of that, but we'll remind them that they're not all showing up in wheelchairs and canes today. But always great to get them back on campus. Some of them haven't been here in 30 years, so great opportunity to showcase where our program is today.
Last question, because this will probably be the last time we have one of these conversations for the year. It's not official yet, but it looks like we will likely have an opportunity to go to the Open Doors Bowl, this partnership that the HCAC has with the OAC, the PAC, and the North Coast. So it'll be played at the Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, where they play NFL games and state championships. Kids will likely get a chance to go through the Hall of Fame. I know you guys did that a couple of years ago. But how cool is that experience? Obviously, we start out the year, we want to play in the playoffs. But having one more football game or something else to play for, it's got to be good for your program.
Yeah, we'd play Rumpke Dump if they let us play one more game, so let alone to play at the Football Hall of Fame in Canton is an awesome experience, and got to finish the season strong to have that opportunity. But our guys will always want to play more football, and especially kind of at the mecca of American football is a great opportunity, especially in our home state. A lot of guys excited to that, but again, got to finish these 2 games.
Thank you. Good luck today.
Dayton Children's cares about the health of your children. Hi, I'm Kirk Herbstreit. Growing up in Centerville, my parents taught me the importance of being healthy, and now I'm teaching my kids. Childhood obesity is on the rise, but there are small steps that we can take to fight it. Turn off video games and go outside, ride bikes, go to the park, or learn a new dance. Parents, once we get moving, our kids will follow. Get moving!
Dayton Children's, experts you trust, caring for the children you love.
Well, as you heard, Manchester comes into this game, and they have not won a game this season. They are 0-8 overall. They are 0-4 in games on the road. They are led by their quarterback, Caleb Hall. Hall in 8 games is 133 of 249 with 9 interceptions, 12 touchdown passes, 1,360 yards. In comparison, Chuck, when you look at what Jackson Schreiber has done for the Lions, he's 184 of 320 for 57% completion ratio and 2,500 yards this year passing.
I think Jackson's had an outstanding year. I mean, there's been some ups and downs. The interceptions are maybe a little high, but I don't think they were all on him. And I think for a first-year starter, he's done an outstanding job.
They are led by their running back here this afternoon, James Lewis. Lewis in 112 carries, 414 yards on the season and 5 touchdowns. And at the receiving core, Ethan Skinner leads them in receptions. He's got 25. But then Laverian Campbell and Zaylen Ingram each have 24 catches on the year. Those 3 receivers have a combined 8 touchdowns this season.
Yeah, so they've got a few playmakers there. And again, while they haven't won a game, anytime you take anybody lightly, you could be in trouble. So I'm sure on senior day, the Lions will be ready to play.
Next week will be their senior day, and they will be hosting Anderson in that ball game. When we come back, we'll have the opening kickoff of this afternoon's final home game of the year on Senior and Alumni Day after this.
At LIT Wellness Solutions, we've partnered with 6 of the leading insurance carriers to ensure you receive the weight and health management support you need with minimal to no copay. Wonder if your insurance qualifies? Visit www.litwellnesssolutions.com today and click the Learn More Now button to find out and get booked. Let us help you ignite the change within. www.litwellnesssolutions.com today.
So the coin flip's been made, and the Lions have won the toss. They've decided to defer, which I always like, and they'll kick towards from north to south, and Manchester will receive the kickoff. So I always like that, Dave, because you always know no matter what happens, you got the ball coming out the second half. So
That's right.
I like that strategy by the Lions.
Manchester comes out in their road uniforms. They've got the white jerseys, black numerals with gold pants, and the black helmets. The Mount comes out in their home uniforms. They've got the blue jersey tops with the white numerals, gold trim, and gold pants, white helmets here this afternoon. Going to kick it off here this afternoon. The Mount will kick it off to start this one here today.
What do you always say on your computer screen? My brother-in-law's out there watching, listening. He loves when you say that.
The mount will be going from left to right across your computer screen here this afternoon. And kicking it off today for the Lions is senior Joey Hibbert from Lawrenceburg, Indiana. He will kick it off here this afternoon to get this one underway. And for Manchester, back set to return, James Lewis off to the far side. And it looks like Dorian Daniels here on the near side. Now check that. It's going to be Marquez Williams here on the near side. So the Mount will kick it off to get this final home game of the regular season underway. Next to the last game of the year. And Hibbert, high end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken in by Manchester at the 10, 15, 20 up the far side across the 25 and out to the 30. And that is James Lewis bringing it back to the 30. And now we've got a collision that happened, and one Mount player is down and one Manchester player down right away, Chuck.
Yeah, it looks like I didn't see it. You're right. You called it right a clip. Now this could be a little serious. The trainers are waving out a bunch of people here, and maybe one of the team docs is going to have to head out.
Looks like Jason Lee is down for Manchester, and I didn't catch the number for the Mount. He's lying flat on his back right there at the 30.
Boy, not a good start to this one. Pray for those young men out there.
The way it looked, of course, we can't tell up here and don't have a video, but it looked like the way they're laying there, they collided head on and just fell down in a crump.
Yeah, that's exactly, the way you described it, that sounds like it probably happened that way. Now some of the Manchester guys on the sideline are going to come out and check on their teammate.
The one good thing about it is the Mount player moved over to his back under his own power.
Yeah, whenever you can see body movement like that, that's usually a good sign.
Right, but we can't tell right now as both players are surrounded as to who it was actually that is on the field for the Mount. And now getting up
is one of the Manchester.
The Manchester player, and he's going to have to be helped off the field.
Looks like 42 maybe?
42. And that is going to be Elijah Martin.
Okay, so
from Galveston,
and now
Indiana.
Our guy's getting up.
Let's see if we can catch that number. They're both up 46 for the Mount, and that's Riley Nichols, the DB from Tip City, Ohio, Tippecanoe High School. And he's going to walk off by himself.
Yeah, it looks like they might have just got their bells rung and might have to, see the concussion test or whatever the case may be, but it looks like they're okay. That's the main thing.
What is the concussion test when you don't have the, you always hear they're going into the tent. They're
Right.
going into, there's no tent.
Yeah, well, that's a good point, but I guess they do some kind of, put their finger back and forth, trying to follow the finger and different things like that. So,
by the way, Chuck's trying to be nice. I'm working with a disadvantage today. I normally have a higher chair, and it's gone. So I've got the short chair today. So, leading it out onto the field is the Manchester offense. Caleb Hall is the quarterback. James Lewis right behind him. And Lewis, with one of those extra padded helmets, takes it up to the 30 and dives forward to about the 31-yard line for the Spartans on 1st and 10.
Yeah, it looked like Cam Fuller got in there, the senior that was just honored pregame.
Give him a gain of 1.
Mo Williams is at one wide receiver spot, Levi Campbell at the other, and Abdullah Abdulamir.
We're going to see what Manchester's game plan is. Are they going to try to run it or maybe try to throw those passes over the middle that times this year the Mount has been susceptible to?
And dropping back to pass is Hall. He's a left-hander.
Big rush.
Rolls out to his right under a heavy rush, and he's just going to have to dump it away and out of bounds as he was out of the pocket, so that'll just be an incompletion.
Yeah, clearly just getting rid of it. Great coverage downfield, nowhere to go with it, and a smart play by him to throw it away because no one was in the area, but as you said, it out of the pocket and it went past the line of scrimmage.
I believe I'm right on this, but James Lewis, we said he's wearing that extra padded helmet. That's the first time we've seen that this year, Chuck.
That I can recall.
Yeah.
It looks like almost like a winter hat or something.
It
out
does.
there.
Yeah. I know it adds the extra protection, but it doesn't look identical. And going out into the right flat, Hall tried to throw it out to Levi Campbell out in the right flat and went right through his hands and out of bounds. Manchester 3 and out. They'll punt the ball away.
Yeah, Logan Julian on the coverage. I think if he catches it, he's going to be able to stop him short of the first down anyway. So great start by the Lions defense, force a 3 and out.
Coming in to punt this football away for Manchester is Angel Estrada. Estrada, junior, 5'11", 220 pounds. He'll punt it away from his own 31-yard line. Back set to return for the Lions is Eli Aston, and it gets a good high end-over-end kick that'll hit at the 35. Aston's going to let it bounce. It'll take a Spartan bounce inside the 20, and it'll be downed at about the 17-yard line. That's going to be a 60-yard punt.
I will say this, a little bit of and Eli's great back there, but I think there's at times this year that he's been too deep, and he is not able to come up and get that on a fly, and it's cost us some big-time yardage. I mean, he's made some outstanding plays in the punt return game, but that I've seen that multiple times this year where it's hit and bounced 20, 25 yards.
Schreiber in the backfield now, and he's got Napier, off to the left of him. 99 carries, 372 yards this year for Napier. Lions put a man in motion, and dropping back is Schreiber. Look to his left, now looks to his right, dumps it off over the middle. It's complete across the 20 out to the 25-yard line. That's Eli Lefrange, another freshman.
Now, I think that was
Hunkus.
Hunkus, yeah. But a first down, move the chains.
That'll put it out to the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Coming out wide to the right-hand side is Kamari Pittman. Going out wide to the left is Hunkus. Napier, fake handoff, dropping it Schreiber over the middle. He's got him. That's Aston at the 45-50. Breaks a tackle. He's at the 40 of Manchester. 35-30, 25-20, 15. Gets a block and then gets thrown out of bounds inside the 15. He'll be thrown out at about the 12-yard line of Manchester.
That's what they call yards after the catch, Dave.
62 yards.
Yeah, and probably another 40-something after the catch. So he made about 3 or 4 guys miss, and the Lions are in business.
Lions now 1st and 10 at the Manchester. Make it the 12-yard line. First possession of the ball game for the Lions with 12 and a half left to go in this first quarter.
Well, you can tell what their game plan was. They feel like they can attack the Manchester secondary.
Right over the middle. Receivers out wide on both sides. Napier behind Schreiber. Now Napier moves in motion. Empty backfield. Dropping back Schreiber. Looks to his left. Now looks to his right. No pressure at all. Throws into the end zone. He's got Hunkus. Touchdown in the corner by the pylon.
Yeah, Manchester was just in his zone defense there. He was able to find right on the corner, right by the pylon. And a nice throw by Schreiber, and the Lions are on the board.
Hunkus just stood there behind that pylon about a yard, made sure his feet were in bounds, waited for the ball, and there was nobody around him. Touchdown.
Great start for the Lions.
Hunkus, that is his 10th touchdown of the season. And Spencer will come in and attempt the extra point. Good snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. There's an official timeout on the field here from Schuler Field. Your score with 12:16 left to go in the first quarter. It's the Mount 7 and the Spartans nothing on the Mount St. Joseph Radio Network.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. Whether entering the nursing field, changing careers, or expanding your professional skills, innovative simulation labs and a variety of clinical sites prepare you to deliver exceptional patient care. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs taught by highly credentialed faculty, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Well, this is not the only game going on around the campus or even for Mount St. Joseph. The Lions basketball team on the road.
Yeah, they trail Albion at the half. 41-29. So it was kind of nip and tuck there for a while, but looks like Albion's kind of raced out to a 12-point lead at half.
So the Lions, with the benefit of a 61-yard completion to Eli Aston and then a 12-yard touchdown pass to Michael Hunkus, have taken a 7-0 lead here this afternoon, and they will kick it off here early in the first quarter. Hibbert kicks it up, and it will come down into the hands of Lewis. He'll take it at the 15 to the 20. Again, now cuts to his right and is shut down at about the 23-yard line.
That's what you want on your specialties. We talked about it all year long. You know, keeping them inside the 25. Looks like Robert Donald in on the tackle. Oh, they're going to say 32. I thought it was 14, but that would be Daniel Jones. But, again, nice special teams play.
So the ball resting at the 24-yard line, 12-11 to go first quarter. And the quarterback, Hall, with Lewis right behind him in the backfield. Bobbled the snap, hands it off to Hall, to Lewis. Lewis has got to run it out to the left-hand side. He gets bumped out of bounds at the 22-yard line. He lost a couple on that.
Yeah, he bobbled the snap there a little bit, threw the rhythm off the play, and the Lions were able to tackle him for a 2-yard, or push him out of bounds for a 2-yard loss.
So that'll bring up second down and call it about 12 yards to go for a Spartan first down. Hall with Lewis to his right.
Lions showing blitz.
Hall drops back, looks to his right, throws it upfield, and it is caught out by the sideline near the 38-yard line on a spectacular catch out there by Marquez Williams.
That was a fantastic throw and catch. The coverage couldn't have been any better. I mean, he just dropped it right in there. He had a few inches, and, boy, he dropped it right in the bucket.
Hall, left-handed quarterback, but Marquez Williams, just an unbelievable catch. Climbed the ladder, brought it down. He's from Southern Lab. Looks like he's from Louisiana, Chuck. First down 10, ball at the 37-yard line. Hall's going to throw it out into the flat, and it's complete at the 32, right at the line of scrimmage. Broke a tackle to the 40, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We're catching that ball and taking it out is Ethan Skinner.
Yeah, that had him for about a 1-yard gain. Instead, he broke a couple tackles. Brady Pierce brought him down, but about a gain of 5.
10:43 and running, 7-0 Mount on top of it. Out wide to the right-hand side for Manchester is Abdullah Abdulmir. Abdullah Abdulmir. Got to say that a few times to
better you than me
to get it to roll off the tongue. 5-yard gain, second down 5 from the 42.
Oh boy!
And it's a hand pass out near the right-hand side, and that goes out to Mo Williams, and Mo Williams got a couple yards on it out to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Manchester with a break there. The snap hit the receiver in motion. It took a fortunate Manchester bounce.
So that'll bring up third down, 3 yards to go. We're under 10 minutes and running here in the first quarter. Third down, 3, Hall. Lions showing blitz.
Yeah.
Here they come. And they hit Hall, and it's a completed pass to the tight end at the 40 to the 25. And he's going to be brought down at the 20. Then he gets hit from behind. Ball loose on the field. He goes into the end zone. Manchester says they've jumped on it, and I think they did. It is. Manchester's going to tie up the football game on a fumble that advanced into the end zone, and they got down and got the fumble recovery for the touchdown.
Recovery by Manchester for a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to stand. Yeah.
Looks like Lewis is the one that caught the ball in the end zone and will get credit for the score.
Yeah, the Lions had a chance to bring him down a couple times. He was able to keep running free, and then they stripped him, but unfortunately we couldn't recover it. So Manchester about ready to tie it up here.
Skinner is the one who made the catch. Now in to attempt the extra point, Grant Ridgway. Ridgway, a right-footed kicker, trying to tie it up. High snap, but they get it down. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 9:31 left to go first quarter from the Mount. Your score, it's the Lions 7, the Spartans 7 on UltimateSportsTalk.com and YouTube.
Think better, feel better, be better. At Iron Sharpens Iron, 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati. Train with passion and purpose. Be challenged by the 3 core principles: strength, core, and cardio. Make yourself better mentally and physically. Iron Sharpens Iron provides a fun and effective fitness training that you'll love. Try one of their 6 different programs: the Iron Circuit, Early Burn, Thrive, the Good Fight, Trinity, and Super Saturday. Ready for a better gym experience? Get to Iron Sharpens Iron today. 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati. This game is brought to you in part by Alliance One Network, delivering seamless, tailored solutions that bridge technology, creativity, and partnerships. From creative media and property services to wellness programs, business development, and smart technology, Alliance One empowers growth through innovation, collaboration, and impact. Whatever your vision, building a brand, managing real estate, or developing a business, Alliance One Network brings expert teams together to help you thrive. Learn more at AllianceOneNetwork.com.
Ridgeway kicking it off for Manchester. Will be taken in by one of the upbacks for the Lions. That's Eli Aston at the 25, gets it out to the 30, spins around, and gets dropped at the 31-yard line.
So the Lions have to answer after a really first good defensive series, then a quick striking offense. They were unfortunate, could not hold Manchester out of the end zone, so we got a tie game, Dave.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions. Tie game, 7-all. 31-yard line is where the Mount picks it up.
Let's see if they continue to throw the ball.
Schreiber, the quarterback, he's got Napier in the backfield. Lefrange lines up tight end right off the line. And the handoff goes to Napier right up the middle to the 35 to the 40, spins out to the 44. Good run, 12 yards on the gain, first down.
Yeah, really good hole there by the offensive line. He wasn't really touched till 6-7 yards down the field.
Schreiber in that first drive, of course, 3 for 3, 84 yards, and a touchdown pass. .852 remaining to go in this first quarter. And that is a handoff to Napier, and Napier's going to take it across the 45 out to the 47-yard line.
For gain of 3.
So now the Lions turn to the run a little bit, trying to establish a running game.
Down at 7 of the 47.
Well, the stat sheet is saying that's Zion James, but Zion James plays DB. This is Napier running the ball for the Lions. They're both number 4.
That's where the confusion is.
Yes.
Yeah.
8-18. I had to jump up and make sure I was right there for a second. Lefrange in motion. Now Schreiber throws it out into the right flat, complete to Napier. Napier's got a lot of green. He's pushed out of bounds in Manchester territory, inside the 40 and down to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, nice play there by Schreiber. He looked, his main receiver was covered. He just threw it out in the flat, and Steven did the rest. First down for the Lions. They're driving again.
22 on the pass completion, 1st and 10. Ball at the 36-yard line in Manchester territory. Spartans trying to find a way to stop this Lions offense right now. Aston out wide to the left-hand side. Hunkus to the short side. Now Hunkus moves in motion to the far side. And the handoff comes around on the wing around, and that's going to be to Aston. Aston trying to cut it upfield, spins away from a tackle, gets it inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line.
That looked like that could be a huge play, but give Manchester credit. They were able to close and hold him to just about a 3-yard gain.
7:16 to go, first quarter. Got a couple of more helmets out there, Chuck, that have got the extra padding on.
I see that, yeah. What, I see maybe 3 out there now?
Yeah.
Maybe 4. No, maybe 5. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm counting 5 or 6 now.
Yeah, their entire secondary has them.
For sure.
Yep, handoff up the middle. Goes to Napier to the 25-20, into the clear to the 15 to the 10. They're trying to strip him, and he gets it down inside the 10 and down to the 7.
Great job by Napier running, and Donnie Lewis blew that hole wide open. He knocked his guy totally out of the play, and it was a huge hole for Napier. And like you say, 1st and goal now at the 7, I believe.
24 yards on the run by Napier. Now it's an empty backfield. No, check that. Napier goes behind Schreiber. Now out of the pistol formation. They'll hand it off to him again. Stutter steps to the line. Got hit right at the 6, and I believe that's where they'll drop it. Now they're going to mark him at the 7. So that'll be 2nd down. 6:10 remaining in this first quarter. Clock running. Tied up at 7 apiece.
Real quick, Indiana leads Penn State 17-7 at half. Texas Tech 13, BYU nothing at the half. Georgia 24-7 at the half.
Speaking of Penn State, just a second, 5:50 to go. Schreiber low snap, throws over the middle. As Eli Aston into the end zone, touchdown.
The pass is complete.
Aston with his 16th touchdown catch of the year, and the Lions now lead it again, 13-7.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like the Lions offensively pretty much can do what they want so far. So whether they're passing and running the ball, they're having a lot of success offensively here as it's 5:45 to go in the first quarter and attempting to make it 14-7 here with a point after touchdown.
So Spencer will kick it for the extra point, and he gets it up, and it is good. 5:45 to go first quarter. Your score from Schuler Field, it's the Mount 14, the Spartans 7 on the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10. This is Dave Mitchell for the George Nikias Agency. George continues to enjoy working with all of you and helping to customize an individualized program on Medicare supplements or Advantage plans. George can simplify the process and help you get into the type of coverage you need. Don't leave your future to chance. Make sure you're covered financially and physically. The George Nikias Agency, serving the community since 1986. Call George Nikias today at 513-733-1255 or stop by the website georgenikias.com. The George Nikias Agency, reliable, respectful, and responsive service.
Lions lead at 14-7 here in the first quarter of play. 5:45 remaining to go in the first quarter. Back set to return is Keaton Ward, and he's going to take it in at his 10 to the 15, 20, 25, and he's going to be brought down outside the 25 at about the 28-yard line.
A nice tackle there by freshman Deshaun Hoskins on special teams. Again, keep him inside the 30. You'd like inside the 25, but you'll take inside the 30.
5:39 remaining. No, the rumor out of Penn State right now is that the man that they want is Ohio State offensive coordinator Brian Hartline.
Boy, he's a good one. I mean, he's the one coaching all those wide receivers, too, that are all in the NFL.
Is he ready for a prime job like that, though?
Well, I hope he's not. I want him to hold on to him.
Here comes Manchester going from right to left. Hall, the quarterback, fake handoff, throws over the middle. He's got a man that is complete at the 45 and brought down outside the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, just an inside slant there. He was able to beat White, and big first down. They're on the move again.
Ingram with the catch. Everybody this year has attacked the Lions over the middle.
Yeah, that's not a secret, and they're continuing to do that today.
Yep. Hanover really exposed that. First and 10, ball at the 47, just shy of the 48, movement on the line and jumping on the line for the Lions and committing the offsides, Brock Harris.
Yep, that'll be 1st and 5. So Manchester, again, now they're going to move into Mount territory.
DJ Plattner, a fifth-year senior, is in the ball game at the running back position. He's actually their backup quarterback behind Hall.
Maybe spell some kind of trickery here.
Levi Campbell comes out slot to the left-hand side. Keaton Weaver is wide to the left. Dropping back Hall. Heavy rush. He's going to throw it up the right side, and it is going to be incomplete. Overthrew the man out on that far side.
Yeah, good coverage by Miles Harding. It was kind of a stop and go down about 10, 12 yards, stop and then go again, and Miles was on in good coverage.
Ball back to the 47. It's 2nd down and 5 for the Spartans.
They figure they got 4 downs to make 5 yards. Now they have 3, so they wanted to take a shot there.
So it's 2nd down, 5 yards to go. And fake handoff and throw out into the flat, complete to Levi Campbell.
Tackle.
And Campbell gets hit almost immediately right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Zion James with a really nice open field tackle there. Basically maybe picked up a yard at the most, or well, they're going to call it no gain. So
was that James or Napier?
Well, unless they switch positions. those double numbers can get you messed up, but
It
I'm
is-
pretty sure that was James.
It is senior day.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
A lot of seniors are going to be playing third down. Lost about a yard on that, so they'll make it third down, 6 yards to go. Hall's going to roll out to his right. He's going to get hit and dropped.
Yeah, that's Cam Fuller, the senior, with
Is
a
that
big
a
sack.
Flag down on the play, and I think Fuller
face
got him
mask.
on the face mask.
Oh, boy.
I think that's what you're going to see called here because he took him down right away.
Yep.
And it is.
Nice
Well,
call, Dave. Yep, unfortunately, a big loss is going to go away.
Well, and the officials, we do all this work
And we
before
pick
the game, and
yeah.
the official's microphone does not work. By the way, Matthew Bucci is the referee today. Jacob Shoup, the umpire. Nathan Nix, the head line judge. The line judge is Andrew Thomas. The field judge is Terry O'Frederick. Zach Shoup is the side judge, and the back judge, Scott Barnett, here this afternoon. 15-yard penalty marks Manchester up to the 33-yard line. And the handoff goes right over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage. That inside slant there, really good coverage there defensive by Jalen White.
Second down and 10 from the 30.
Zaylen Ingram, the intended receiver.
But Dave, they continue to test that middle.
Yes. And I would guess they probably will continue to do that.
I would agree with that. Yep.
Their offensive coordinator, Brian Statz, calling the plays out for Manchester here today. Under 4 minutes to go, 3:58 and stopped. Plattner to the right, fake handoff. Hall throws over the middle, incomplete, knocked away from the tight end, Ethan Skinner.
Brady Pierce with the breakups here. Now we're 3rd and long here. Again, probably 4 down territory.
It's where you want to keep them.
Tell you what, Manchester might throw it 50 times today. They're pretty much saying, we can't run the ball. We're just going to and I don't blame them.
Hall right now, 5 of 11. 3rd down, 10 from the 33 of the Mount.
Yeah, that's a pace of almost 50 throws. Here comes number 12.
Dropping back, Hall throws it out into the flat, complete to Plattner. Plattner at the 30 to the 25, cuts to the middle, and he's down at the 20-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. They've got the first down, 13 yards on the reception.
Yeah, we did a late corner blitz that really didn't do anything. He couldn't get close to the quarterback, and then he was able to juke one of our guys to make a 3rd down and 10 first down. So they're inside the 20.
Right at the 20.
If you're going to blitz there, if you can't get to him, maybe you throw your hands up, try to knock it down. But we didn't get close to the quarterback there at all.
And Hall rolls out to his right, looks upfield, left hands it up
Got him.
into the end zone. It's intercepted at the 1.
Miles Harding with a great interception.
Miles Harding with a senior day interception.
Yep. Pretty good coverage. If he throws a little bit farther out, I think he's got the touchdown, but an outstanding interception by Miles. So the Lions will start out with about 99 yards to go, but it beats the alternative.
Believe it or not, that's his first interception of the year. Comes
Good
right
time-
on senior
yeah,
day.
good time to have it. So we'll see if the Lions come out throwing here, they maybe just try to pound it out of there. They've been able to run and throw, so whatever they want to do.
3:07 left to go in the first quarter. Lions are mired back at the 2-yard line. 1st and 10. And Schreiber has Napier just off to his right. Hand off to Napier. Stutter steps off the right side behind the right guard, and he takes it out to the 5-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Good job by Napier.
Actually, I think that's number 26.
Jordan Davis, the ball.
You're right, Jordan Davis.
Davis, yeah. So usually De La Cruz would come in the next series, but for whatever reason he's not in there. So, but he got 3 yards out of it.
Into 3.
2:35 left to go. Schreiber, fake handoff in his end zone. He's going to throw it off to the left-hand side to Eli Aston. Has it at the 18. Cuts back inside to the 20, and he's going to be hit and dropped at the 21.
Yeah, nice throw. An out route way, almost 15 yards down the field. Nice throw, nice catch, first down.
Trying to see if De La Cruz is on the sideline anywhere, Chuck, and I don't see him.
Yeah, maybe injured. I didn't hear any injuries this week, but yeah, typically he comes in that second series.
Yeah.
They kind of rotate.
So it'll be 1st down and 10, ball at the 21-yard line. Lions have moved it out from the 2. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Handoff goes to Davis. Davis is going to get hit right at the line and dropped.
So Manchester able to stop the run there, put us in 2nd and long, maybe a half-a-yard pickup.
Jordan Davis from Portsmouth, Ohio, Notre Dame High School.
Yeah, because when I look, he's not on the 2 deep. Obviously, it's De La Cruz and Napier, so good for him getting some playing time. Maybe he can kind of show what he can do.
Lions 2nd down, call it about 9.5 yards to go. Davis now moves in motion out of the backfield, dropping back is Schreiber, no rush, throws sidearm complete on the play to Kamari Pittman. He's got it at the 26.
Yeah, he tried to make a little something out of nothing there. He made the catch, ran backwards trying to create some room, and unfortunately just no room to run, so about a 4-yard gain maybe.
Schreiber still perfect on the day, 7 for 7.
Yeah, he kind of threw that little sidearm too.
Yep. Little Bernie Kosar
There
action.
you go. There you go. We got a flag. Looks like it was holding maybe.
Yep.
Again, the microphone not working, so anyway, that play will be negated. It'll become 2nd and really long now.
2nd down, and it's going to take it all the way back to the 11-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down, call it about 20 yards to go. They need to get out to the 31.
2nd down and 19.
Manchester showing blitz there.
Schreiber clapped his hands, then looks over to the sideline for the call. Now settles back in, play clock down to 9. Moving in motion, Aston now reverses, goes back toward the far sideline, dropping back Schreiber. Looks to his left, he's got a man,
Good
it's
throw.
complete on the play, outside to the 25-yard line. That's Hunkus.
Yeah.
Boy, what a bullet.
Yeah, it was a great throw and a good in route there by Michael Hunkus. Put it right on the number, so now the line's 3rd and manageable, about 3rd and about 6. They're going to go hurry up, Dave.
15 on that reception. They get up to the line of scrimmage, trips out to the near side. Manchester, boy, unless they bring a linebacker over, there's one guy wide open for the Lions on this right side.
And they don't have to run another play.
And Manchester just had to call a timeout because they only had 10 on the field.
Yep, so they had to use one of their timeouts, so 16 seconds to go in the quarter.
And we'll take a timeout also here from Schuler Field. Your score, 14-7 the Mount, 16 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Dave Mitchell and Chuck Murray right back here at Schuler Field. 16 seconds left to go. Manchester using a timeout. 14-7 Mount on top.
49-34, the Lions trail over at Hanover against Albion. 15-34 to go in the second half.
Lions still huddled around their head coach, Tyler Hoppertton. And Von Hunt, along with his offensive coordinator, Brian Statz, brought the team over to the far side. They've got, their defensive coordinator, who is Aeneas Bell. 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
The lights are on here, Dave, but there's really no threat of rain or anything. It's a nice day to play.
Yeah, it actually is about 55 degrees out here. 3rd down, 6. Dropping back Schreiber, looking things over, throws it out in the flat, complete to Davis. Davis breaks a tackle,
nice
struggling
run
for the first down, got the first down across the 30 out to the 32, gain of 7. And when we come back for the second quarter, the Lions will have the football, 1st and 10, and they lead it 14-7.
Repairing a sewer line in your front yard can be costly and unsightly. Say goodbye to excavations and unsightly nuances in your front yard by calling Neiman Plumbing for all your sewer repair needs. Neiman Plumbing can repair your sewer line by using their trenchless, no-dig sewer repair. Say goodbye to having to repair your lawn. Neiman's trenchless sewer repair involves installing a liner inside the sewer line to prevent future backups. Call Neiman Plumbing, 513-851-5588 for your trenchless, no-dig sewer estimate, or visit them online, NeimanPlumbing.com. BSN Sports is the official athletic supplier of Mount St. Joseph University. If you need anything for your team, league, or complex, contact Scott Lawson of BSN Sports today. BSN Sports is the largest local sporting goods provider in town. They manufacture bleachers, benches, netting, foul poles, padding, goalposts, sleds, football dummies, and screens. And if it has to do with your athletic complex, gyms, courts, weight rooms, baseball and football fields, track and field, or outfitting your teams, call BSN Sports today. Scott Lawson, 513-702-5646.
All right, back here at Schuler Field where the Lions are leading it to begin this second quarter. 14-7. Lions now switch ends. They'll be going from right to left across your computer screen here.
Love it. He was able to break a couple tackles to get the first down because initially he was going to be stopped.
Ball out to the 33-yard line. Handoff goes to Davis again. Breaks the tackle. Cuts it out to the left-hand side to the 40. Got upended and dropped down at the 44-yard line. He got another 10 yards on that play.
Yeah, really nice run there. Nice block by wide receiver Michael Hunkus to help spring him there for the first down.
Davis now.
Carries good enough for another Lions. First down.
Has 4 carries. But I'm not sure how many yards. They've got him 4 carries, 4 yards.
Yeah, I think it's a little better than that.
A little more than that. At halftime, we'll go over the Division I college football rankings. Ohio State just edging out Indiana this week. Schreiber.
Who would have thought that?
Yeah, Indiana
Yeah.
dropping back Schreiber on play action. Steps up. He's going to go deep for the whole thing. He's got Aston out there at the 10. Caught it. 5. Touchdown.
Wow.
56 yards on the bomb, and the Lions have gained another touchdown. They lead it 20-7.
If there was ever any doubt about his arm strength, that was answered right there. Boy, was that in the air, 60, 65 yards by the time it was all said and done. Decent coverage. Eli was able to get a step, and that's all it took. Dropped it right in the basket. Touchdown, Lions. Well, I see De La Cruz going into snap.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I don't know. Maybe he can snap, but maybe he's injured, can't run the ball.
Well, whatever. Davis has given this team a shot in the arm at the running back position. He's a sophomore. Good snap. Spencer drills it right through the uprights. We're just going to keep it right here. 14:06 left to go in this first quarter of first half of action. Excuse me.
Yeah, we got Albion 50, Mount St. Joe 37 here as they play in the second half. Over at Hanover, 13:41 to go. Coach Kerrigan was telling me it's a one-time thing. Coach Beitzel, who was the head coach at Hanover for many years, they're calling it like Hanover's playing. I can't remember who they're playing in the next game, but it's kind of a tribute to him, and a bunch of former players are there, and it's a really nice deal. Toby obviously played at Hanover for Coach Beitzel, so just a one-year deal, but they agreed to go over there and play that.
Well, it's good. I mean, all week long the college basketball teams have been out there playing.
Yeah, I was at Xavier game Monday night. I know UC's played a couple games, Ohio State, Kentucky. All the locals have been in action, and now we're getting the D3 teams. And Coach Maisie Elson's team, as we mentioned in the pregame, opens tonight up at Capitol.
As a matter of fact, if I can ever find it here in my bunch of notes, here we go. Anderson is picked to win the conference this year in basketball. Rose Home in second. Hanover picked to finish third. The Mount, by the coaches poll, predicted to finish sixth this year.
Yeah, they're still relatively young. They lost Luke Collinsworth, who was the leading scorer and one of the top players in the league, but they've got a good freshman class.
Hibbert will kick it off, and it's going to be taken in by Jaden Berkeley. Berkeley cuts it to the right to the 25, out to the 30, and Berkeley's going to get hit at the 33-yard line, and that's where he'll be dropped.
Yeah, well, nice return there. Got it out to almost the 35-yard line. So good field position for Manchester. Now, their offense has got to go. They were stopped the first series, scored a touchdown, then moved the ball all the way down the field and threw an interception. So they got to feel pretty confident on offense. Like, hey, we can score against these guys.
By the way, Chuck, that drive by the Lions, keep in mind, 98 yards in 4 minutes and 1 second.
Yeah, that quick strike offense can do it for us.
Yep. Started at the 2-yard line in their own territory. Under 14 minutes left to go. Hall, the quarterback, a bad snap, but he picked it up off the ground and hands it off to the running back, Justice Gorey. 24 into the ball game. Gorey.
Brock Harris brought him down. Another bad snap.
Yeah.
They've struggled. They've had 3 or 4 bad snaps so far.
At front line, Andrew Laetis, Riley Rank, Ryan Butt is the center, Luke Martin the right guard, and Bernardo Alver is their right tackle. Gain of about a half yard on the play for Gorey. He lines up to the left of Hall. Hall takes the snap, looks to his right, throw over the middle. It's incomplete, ball in the air, and almost intercepted by the Mount.
Oh, boy, Miles Howding, he thought he had a second there, but he just couldn't quite get to it.
Abdul-Amir just let that thing get right through to his shoulder pads.
It looked like a pretty good throw. He just wasn't able to bring it in, and fortunately for Manchester, that could have been a pick six.
Third down, call it 9.5 yards to go. Mo Williams will go out wide to the left-hand side. Now he lines up in the slot. Abdul-Amir is out wide to the left. The tight end Skinner lines up off the line on the left-hand side, dropping back Hall. He's going to throw it up that left side. It's going to be knocked away and caught on the play by Mo Williams.
Boy, Brady Pierce was draped all over him,
Yes.
but a great catch. I mean, there's nothing more you can do. I'll tell you, this Hall, I'm impressed with him. He's very, very accurate.
He's not quick.
No.
He doesn't have a quick release.
He doesn't have great arm strength, but he's accurate.
He's very accurate.
So, again, they're on the move.
He's a lefty. 1st and 10, ball at midfield. Hall is going to take the snap from center and the handoff off the left-hand side to Gorey, and Gorey takes it into Mount territory down to the 46-yard line, just inside the 47.
Looked like Hunter Sones on the tackle.
The Mount men's basketball team will be back in action on Thursday against Otterbein.
You'll be doing that game?
Yep. Looking forward to it.
Maybe I'll stop by and say hello.
Do you have to?
Only if you want me to.
Please do. 2nd down 6. You know I kid. I kid because I care.
Yep.
2nd down, 6 yards to go. Ball to 47, and
illegal procedure.
now we've got some movement on the line. You know, the one thing I've noticed about the Manchester coaches to our right in the next booth, Chuck, I think they all belong to the Men's Hair Club. Maybe we should ask them for their doctor. 2nd down, 11 now. Ball back into Manchester territory. Set down at the 49. Quick snap. Hall looking up the right side. He's going to throw it. He's got a man, and it is incomplete.
Yeah. Good coverage there by Austin Adams. He kind of threw that one up for grabs a little bit, hoping his taller receiver could go up and make a play, but good defense there by the Lions, so third and long.
That was Zaylen Ingram who went up for that. It'll be 3rd down, 11.
Athletic-looking receiver, went up, couldn't quite get it. Good coverage, but I think Hunt was just hoping he could make a play for him.
Chuck, realistically, we've only seen these guys now for 17 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, but I think their problem's been defense. They seem to be able to move the football.
Yeah, offensively, they're doing fine.
3rd down, 11 yards to go. Hall, the quarterback, now drops straight back. Looks outside, rolls to his left a little bit. Near the sideline, tucks it under, and he's going to try to pick up some yardage, and he's going to go out of bounds right at the sticks.
I would think they'll let the punt. Looked like Brock Harris forced him out of bounds, so, yep, they're going to punt it away. So the Lions do get a stop here.
It'll be Angel Estrada to come in and punt this football away.
So let's see if we can maybe get this on the fly here, not let it bounce.
Estrada's first punt was a 53-yarder. 11:25 and running.
He got a little help.
Yeah,
but hey,
roll.
that's all it's, it says 53. That's all. It's like base hits in baseball. If it's broken bat, who cares? It's a base hit.
He'll punt it away from the 48. Low line drive kick. Aston's going to let it bounce.
Let it go now.
He's going to hit at the 5 and bounce down, and then it went into the end zone, and it'll be down. Wait a minute. Are they going to say he knocked it out of the end zone?
Yeah, Aston's confused. I thought his foot was in there. I think
his entire body was in there.
Yeah, the coaches are just throwing up their hands like, what is going on here? But
if any part of his body goes into the end zone, it's a touchback.
Yeah, unless wait a minute, they're gonna leave it right there. So
wow.
Well, last drive was 98. This is gonna have to be about 99 2/3 because it's barely.
I don't know what in the world they were looking at there. Obviously, they weren't.
Wow. Again, no replay.
11:05 to go. Ball at the half-yard line in Mount territory. Schreiber. Davis is staying in the backfield, right behind him out of the pistol. Handoff. Davis goes around the left-hand side. Got hit in the end zone, but gets away to the 5. Cuts it up the near side to the 10, out to the 11. He's got another 11 yards on the carry and a first down. He just got the Lions out of the hole.
Yeah, you know what? They're just keeping him in there, riding the hot hand right now. I mean, Napier had a good series too, but, boy, he's running well.
21-7, the Mount leads it here on Senior Day.
I was thinking there maybe we'd see a 99.5-yard TD pass, but they decided to run it out of there.
Hunkus goes up to the line here on the near side. Moving in motion. Conrad to the far side. Handoff goes to Davis again. He's going to take it across the 15 out to the 16-yard line.
Well, I think the Lions coaching staff is seeing a light box, so they're just going to continue to run the football there as they're playing a couple safeties. Linebackers are relatively deep, so let's just try to run the football.
The craziest rule in the NCAA, when you lose your helmet, you got to come out for a play, and that finally takes Davis off the field. Napier's got to come in for him because he lost his helmet.
Yeah, so I think by Napier coming in, I think we probably just figured De La Cruz is just snapping today. Must have some type of injury.
10 minutes to go. Novak in motion to the near side. Dropping straight back is Schreiber. Looks over the middle. He's got a man.
Nice
That's complete. Hunkus on a great catch at the 35, down at the 40.
Wow. He ran an in route there right over the middle, and it looked like almost stick him. He reached out and grabbed it. It was a great catch by Hunkus.
23 yards.
Yellow on the field. They're looking at the Manchester. Obviously, they're going to take it. Holding.
Yep, against the Mount. So the Lions, 9:56 to go. Instead of a 23-yard reception, it'll go backwards, back inside the 10-yard line to about the 8.
Well, Dave, when I do the highlight film, not me, but when they do it, I put that on there anyway, even though it didn't count. What a catch.
Yeah. So the clock will start, and it'll be second down, and call it about 14 yards to go.
Whoa.
High snap at Schreiber, brings it down in his own end zone, rolls out to the right, gets a pass away, and it is complete to Eli Aston at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, nice job there by Schreiber to kind of a high snap, through the timing off a little bit, able to roll out to his right and hit Aston. Third and about 2.
Chuck, I'm sorry, that's a terrible spot. They just put him 2 yards back from where he was. These side judges, I'm going to tell you right now, they don't keep up with the ball. They stay right at the line of scrimmage until something is done. Dropping back Schreiber, a lot of movement on the line. He's going to go deep. He thinks it's a free play, and he overthrew the head of Eli Aston.
Yeah.
And there's no flags.
You got to punt it away now.
It's 4th down 2.
Yeah, he's frustrated. He feels like, hey, I had a free play. They didn't call it. Because that's typically 3rd and short like that. You don't want to throw it down, 50-50 ball, and you want to pick up a first down. So didn't get the call, and Lions will punt it away.
Chuck, that ball was at least at the 21-yard line. And they spotted him back inside the 20.
Well, you see even in NFL games really bad spots, and then they'll go that expedited replay, and they'll say, no, move it up, first down. So
9:11 to go, first half.
But Schreiber obviously thought he had a free play there.
Well, I think everybody did. High, very short kick. And it's going to be a fumbled, fair catch, but he dropped it. And the Lions have recovered. It went right through the hands of the setback, Justin Davis.
We were very, very close to fair catch interference there. I mean, we were right up on him, but we didn't hit him, and he muffed it, and we recovered it. So big break for the Lions.
So the Lions with 9 minutes to go.
That's Manchester's second turnover.
Take it over at the 47 in Manchester territory. Connor is out slot to the right. Aston wide right. Hunkus out to the left-hand side with Lefrange tight end left off the line. High snap went over the head of Schreiber. He goes back, picks it up, rolls out to the right, dumps it off to Napier, and Napier couldn't catch the ball.
Boy, he had a lot of green in front of him.
He did.
There's a flag down. Well, all of a sudden we're seeing a lot of flags.
Yes.
Boy, what's going on with the snaps?
We have no
personal foul.
Early flag on the play.
Oh, roughing the passer.
Personal foul, roughing.
Roughing the passer.
Wow, what a break there. Boy, both teams struggling to snap the ball to the in the shotgun. That was way off.
8:54. And I just got through with my traditional second quarter wave to Dr. Williams next door.
Yeah, it's good to see him. Big supporter of Mount Athletics, not just football, but all the sports.
Still remember him at the softball tournament about 4 years ago over at DePaul. Boy, what fun he had. Again, bad snap, and Schreiber pulls it down. Drops down, looks upfield. He's going to throw it. There's the flag.
Yep.
Throws into the end zone of Lefrange. It's knocked away incomplete. But there's a flag back in the pocket.
Yeah, it was clearly a hold on Mount St. Joe. The referee kind of hesitated. Nah, I better throw it. And it was clearly a hold. But again, as you mentioned, the snaps are just gone array here.
And, boy, it's going to be, instead of 1st and 10, they're going to mark it all the way back to the 42-yard line and bring up about 1st and 21. .846 and running. I'll check that stop now. Pittman is out slot right. Hunkus wide right. Nope, Hunkus is wide left. Connor slot left and Aston wide right. Napier moves out of the backfield in motion. Dropping back, Schreiber throws over the middle, complete to Connor. Connor's got it at the 35, a gain of about 7. So it'll bring up 2nd down and call it about 13.
He really does a nice job working the middle there. He knows he's going to get hit too, but he usually hangs on to it, pick up 7.
Where was Connor the last couple of years?
I know before, we had Joey Newton, we had some great receivers, but, you're right. He's done a great job.
He absolutely has been fantastic this year.
And good for that young man to stick it out and then finally get a lot of playing time his senior year.
He moves in motion to the near side, now reverses and goes back the other way. Dropping back, Schreiber looks over the middle. He's got a man incomplete to Hunkus right through his hands.
Yeah, a little behind him, but it did hit his hands. You'd like to see Michael come down with that. I'm sure he feels like he should have caught it, but in fairness, it was a little bit behind him.
All right, 3rd down, 13 yards to go. Ball at the 35 of Manchester. Lions leading it by a couple of TDs.
Probably 4-down territory here unless they take a loss.
Trips out to the right. Pittman, Aston, and in the wing formation is Connor. Dropping back, Schreiber. Looks that way. He's going to throw it. Got Aston at the 20. Cuts to the middle to the 15. He's got a block. 10, 5. Touchdown, Lions.
Wow. Again, what a player.
7:55 left to go.
Went down, did a little curl route, caught it, started to run, a little stop and go action, juke some guys, and then his speed just carries him right into the end zone.
Aston from East Central High School. 27-7 now, the Lions on top. 7:55 remaining in this first half. And Spencer will come in to attempt the extra point. Ohio State should be getting underway here pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll be checking that. I think they started at 1, actually.
Yes. That kick is up, and it is good. 7:55 remaining, first half. Your score now, it's the Mount 28, the Spartans 7 on the Mount St. Joseph Sports Network and UltimateSportsTalk.com.
My mom used to take Logan and I to Skyline. Since I got my driver's license, now he makes me go with him all the time and drive him there. I come home and he's just like at the door and he's like, can we please go to Skyline? I'm like, Logan, chill, we just got home. But it's fine with me because I love it too. Because it's like the one place that we actually like have like a conversation. That just became like something really special for us, and now we do it all the time and we just love it.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike. Sometimes circumstances require the services of a private investigator, and when that happens, contact Official Investigations and Security Services in Cincinnati. They specialize in surveillance, insurance fraud investigations, workers' comp, witness location and protection, accident reconstruction, and stolen auto and construction equipment. Official Investigations and Security Services also provides mobile notary services throughout the tri-state area. So for your needs, call the best. Courtesy, professionalism, experience, and results. Official Investigations and Security Services at 844-263-3424.
Hibbert kicks it off, and it will go up the near side and roll out of bounds. So the penalty will give it back to Manchester. They'll take it at their 35-yard line, Chuck.
Yeah, so Blake Watson, our sports information director, just passed this along to us. With Eli Aston's touchdown catch, he's now breaking the single-season record held by former Lion great Andy Wellendorf. So congratulations to Eli. I know Andy was a great player here, and Eli just doing some amazing, outstanding things here.
He's got another game, another half, another year, hopefully 2, maybe 3.
He's just a great player. I mean, we've had some great receivers here, even just the last 5 years I've been doing football, but, boy, he's something else.
He's one of the best.
Yeah.
7:55 remaining. Manchester takes it over. They hand it off to Lewis. Lewis got hit right at the line of scrimmage, but kept going, kept his legs going across the 40 out to the 42.
Yeah, nice hard running. It broke a couple tackles, pick up a nice gain on first down, gain of 7.
Don't forget the CBS crew will be looking at the rankings for the college football playoffs this week. Next week, by the way, the Lions will be at Rose-Hulman, and we will not be doing that game.
Yeah, so if you tune into their broadcast and their stream if you want to watch and listen to that.
7:20 left to go. Second down, call it 4. Dropping back Hall. He's going to throw it out to the left side, complete on the play, and then skipping out of bounds right away is Levi Campbell. He's got a first down after a gain of 8.
Yeah,
Cam Fuller just made a nice one-handed catch from the official.
I really like their quarterback. He's accurate.
I do too.
Like you say, he doesn't have maybe the quickest release, but he's under duress a lot, and he makes pretty good decisions. I'm impressed with him.
He's got good rhythm.
Yeah, he does.
He's a senior.
He's pretty calm back there too.
Yeah. Out slot left is Mo Williams. Trips out to that far side. Fake handoff. Hall looks over the middle, now dumps it off and just threw it at the feet on the play to Levi Campbell, incomplete.
Yeah, he felt the pressure there, didn't want to take the sack, and just was able to get rid of it and live for another down, 2nd and 10.
Right now, Hall, 8 of 16 passing. He's got 1 interception, a touchdown pass. 132 yards. He's completed, as we said, half of his passes, but he's been under heavy rush.
He has. The Lions put pretty good pressure on him, but he's made some outstanding throws. And he's had some help. A couple of his receivers made some outstanding catches.
You know, their entire offensive line, too, is a senior or 5-year senior.
Wow.
Second down, 10 yards to go from the 49 of the Mount. Mount showing that they're coming after it. They give it to Lewis around the left-hand side, cuts it upfield at the 45. He's down right there after a 4-yard gain. And make it about 5. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Nice run.
Gain of 5. 3rd down and 5.
Lewis, 4 carries here today, 14 yards. Lions actually have had 330 yards of total offense today.
That's crazy.
150 for Manchester so far in this game.
Lions haven't had too many games where they've been held down. They can move the football and score.
Lions are rushing for 75 yards today, 255 yards in passing. Handoff comes around the right side on the sweep is Keaton Weaver, and Weaver's going to get run out of bounds near a first down at the 40 of the Mount. He'll gain about 9. He's going to be about a yard shy, 4th and a yard, and let's see.
They'll clearly go for it here. Lions had a shot to keep him in a 5 yards, but he was able to juke a tackle.
5.5 left to go in the half. Lions leading at 28-7. Hall barks out the signals. He's got James Lewis to the left of him. They look to the sideline trying to get the play clock down to 10, but they're okay with it. Skinner, tight end right. Handoff, fake handoff. Rolling out to the left is Hall. Hall looking upfield, now throws it up the sideline, and he had to throw it away. There's a flag down on the near side. All the play went to the far side, but there's a flag down here on the near side.
Let's see what we got. I have no idea. The Lions seem to be like it's against Manchester. Let's see what we got.
Interesting call.
Yeah, illegal man downfield.
Okay.
I got to be honest with you. You know how I feel about this. When it's 4th and less than a yard, to go in shotgun and just not get up there for quarterback, I don't understand it. Never have. That play they ran there was almost like it was 4th and 5 instead of 4th and like 2 feet.
There are two things that you are completely enamored with.
I know what the other one is. The wind.
The wind. I got to tell you, this is what, our 4th year?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun over 4 years.
We have. We really have. It's been a good time.
Yep. 5 minutes to go. 5:05 actually, and the Lions are going to take it over at their own 40-yard line. And now the official will start the play clock. Napier is back in at running back, and he'll get the handoff across the 40 out to the 45-yard line.
Well, the folks out there that are loyal listeners and watchers, I mean, I haven't talked about the win today because there really isn't any. I mean, the flag's just totally still. It's a beautiful day to play. Like you said, a lot of sunshine. The lights are on, but really they don't even need to be on. It's a great day. November 8th to get this kind of weather day was outstanding.
Well, I talked to my mother this morning, who's up in northwest Ohio, about 50 miles east of Manchester, and she said it was storming and dark out there. Throw out into the flat, complete on the play to the midfield stripe and down at the 45. A gain of about 9 on the play. The reception made by Dylan Novak.
Yeah, nice little throw out in the flat there, wide open.
So Manchester came out of the gloom and doom and came down here where it's bright sunshine, just a gorgeous day.
I asked a couple of the guys, Manchester guys, when I was letting them in the locker room, how was the drive? They go, long. I said, yeah, I'd made the trip to Manchester many times.
Many times. We're under 4 minutes to go. Lions have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. Fake handoff, throw over the middle, incomplete to Hunkus.
Just a little low.
Right at about his knees, but one of those that Hunkus probably, if you asked him afterwards, he'd say, I should have caught it.
Yeah, it's kind of reminiscent of the one they called back by a penalty. I mean, it was that kind of a throw. I should have had it, but second down.
Ball at the 45-yard line. Clock stops on the incompletion as the Lions look over to the sideline again. 20 seconds to go on the play clock. Plenty of time. Napier lines up out of the pistol on the right-hand side next to Schreiber. Tight end left is Lefrange now. Receivers out wide on both sides. Dropping back. Schreiber looks over the middle, complete on the play. He's got it at the 30 and will be brought down near the 25-yard line. Catching that pass is Jordan Weidman.
Tell you, we're seeing a lot of guys that are not on the 2 deep today to get opportunities, which is great.
Weidman with the catch there. He's the senior out of Georgia, Ringgold, Georgia.
Good for him. Good for him.
Getting some playing time. He lines up all the way out to the right-hand side. Fake handoff. Schreiber's going to throw it in the end zone. He's got Aston again. It's incomplete. Good play defensively. Manchester coming over and knocking that ball away. Levi Campbell. He's a two-way player.
Yeah, how about that? Boy, nice throw. Good defensive play. Eli still thinks he should have caught it, but it was good coverage and good throw. Just a little better defense on that play.
About another 6 inches out farther, he probably caught it.
But that outstanding throw.
28-7 Mount. Second down, 10 yards to go from the 26-yard line in Manchester territory. Now Novak lines up tight end right off the line. Schreiber took a step back, took the snap, hand off to Napier, and Napier got back right to the line of scrimmage. No gain whatsoever.
Napier, the ball carrier for the Lions. Tackled on the play by Leander Swihart.
Take a look at a couple of scores here.
No gain.
That will get a chance. Texas Tech over BYU. Second quarter, 10-0. Indiana beating Penn State 20-3.
And a Mount basketball scored. They trail Albion 71-61 with a minute 57 to go.
Lions now third down 10. Dropping back Schreiber. Looks out into the flat. He's got Napier wide open. Couldn't get the ball. Threw it just a little high at the 20, but he was also looking back into that sun.
Yeah, that was not a great throw. He a little bit high. Now, this would be an opportunity to kick a field goal, but they're going to go for it. This is where I'd like to see them let.
I really would, too.
Kid's a good kicker, boy. He's had a great year. And
see, that would be 26.
Be about 41 or 42 yards.
Yeah, 42, 43 yards.
So they
Trips, fourth down 10.
I mean, they can make this clearly. I mean, they can make this 4th and 10. But
I agree with you.
I'd like to see him try it.
Yep. Up 28-7.
Right.
Schreiber with Napier to his right takes the snap. Steps up into the pocket. He's going to get hit as he throws, and the ball is loose on the field.
Yep.
Fumbled it away as he got hit, and the ball will go back to Manchester anyway.
Yeah, Schreiber trying to extend the play, try to find someone open. I don't mind a sack on 4th down because you're trying, you're going to lose the ball on downs anyway. So he held on as long as he could, and Manchester's secondary held up, so they'll take over.
2:20 left to go. Boy, Manchester down there over on the other side. They're waving a flag and everything.
They're excited. Good for them.
They're happy.
Yeah.
As long as they don't come out to midfield and slam it down.
A la Baker Mayfield a few years ago.
Still my favorite Cleveland quarterback. Well, other than
Bernie
Bernie
Kosar,
and Bryant.
Another wide snap
Hall,
there.
bad snap, but he got it back, dumps it over the middle, complete,
and
and then dropped by the tight end coming across the middle. Skinner.
It looked like we had him sacked. He was able to kind of maneuver out of that, and he hit him, and just unfortunately wasn't able to hold on for Manchester.
2:13 to go, first half. Second down, 10 yards to go.
I think you mentioned the Lions have all 3 timeouts. They're able to get a stop here. They could get the ball back and have a shot to score before half and get the ball coming out.
28-7. Lions on top of it. On second down 10 from the 27-yard line, dropping back Hall in the pocket, throws out there. It's going to be knocked up in the air, and the Lions could not come down with it.
Jalen White, he just couldn't quite get underneath it. The ball was tipped up in the air, so 3rd and long here.
Second time that's happened, Chuck, where the ball's been tapped up in the air.
Good coverage there.
From the 28-yard line.
Big 3rd down play, I'm sorry.
Manchester goes right up to the line. Williams is back into the ball game. They're going to go with a no tight end set as Skinner checks out. 2:08. Boy, if the Lions can get a stop here, force them to punt before the 2-minute timeout. On third down 10, Hall drops straight back, looks over the middle. He's going to throw it deep up the left-hand side. He's got receivers, ball knocked away and incomplete to Abdullah Demir.
Zion James broke it up. It was a really good throw, maybe a tad underthrown, but the receiver had a step, but Zion was able to get in there and knock it out. So just what you said here, and it's actually a second before the 2-minute warning here, or 2-minute timeout. And so the Lions could get good field position here. Again, it's been tough to field these punts. They've been, going all over the place, pinning us at the 1 and 2 yard line. So let's see if Eli can get this on the fly.
Can they really fine us for calling it the 2-minute warning?
I hope not.
Me too. I'm covered. I have an LLC.
The Manchester back deep to receive for the Lions, Eli Aston.
And the kick, good kick. Spiral Aston let it hit at the 37, then took a mount bounce, and it'll be down at the 40, and now we are at the 2-minute timeout with 1:52 to go in the first half, and the Lions have all 3 timeouts left. Your score at the break, it's now the Mount 28, the Spartans 7 on UltimateSportsTalk.com and YouTube.
Where are you headed? Where would you like to go? New heights, right? That's why you're going to college in the first place. At Mount St. Joseph University, we integrate academic excellence, real-world experience, and individual attention so that you can go further than you ever thought possible. In fact, over 96% of our graduates over the past 3 years were employed or pursuing graduate studies within 6 months of graduation. Are you ready to climb higher? Begin your ascent at msj.edu.
Sometimes circumstances require the services of a private investigator, and when that happens, contact Official Investigations and Security Services in Cincinnati. They specialize in surveillance, insurance fraud investigations, workers' comp, witness location and protection, accident reconstruction, and stolen auto and construction equipment. Official Investigations and Security Services also provides mobile notary services throughout the tri-state area. So for your needs, call the best. Courtesy, professionalism, experience, and results. Official Investigations and Security Services at 844-263-3424.
Quickly, the Lions fell over at Albion 74-61, and the Lady Lions won the first set at Earlham 25-22.
1:52 to go as we are past the 2-minute timeout. Connor in motion to the far side. Receivers out wide on both sides. Schreiber looking to his right. Now rolls to his left. He's going to get hit and thrown down. Back all the way to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, he missed Davis out of the backfield in the flat there. He could have got that to him. So now second really long.
Ethan Witts with that sack. So it's going to be second down and 22.
Second down and 22.
Dropping. Now Schreiber moves a man in motion, dropping back. Looks upfield, throws over the middle. It's going complete to Eli Aston.
There he goes.
Comes to the far side to the 45-50. He's caught from behind, but he's got a first down after a 26-yard completion.
Again, run after the catch, Dave. 1:16 to go. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Lions still have their 3 timeouts.
Yes. Trips out to the near side. Hunkus out wide to the right-hand side. Davis is back into the ball game. They're going to throw over that way, and it's complete on the play.
Hunkus.
Goes to Hunkus at the 35-yard line. Lions continuing to let the clock
Yeah, I like this.
run.
They got 3 timeouts. They stop it on the first down, so plenty of time. 58 seconds now running, but 3 timeouts.
First and 10 at the 35 of Manchester. Lions lead at 28-7. Dropping back. Schreiber looks over the middle. Again, he's got the man, and that's Hunkus. Hunkus spins away from a tackle at the 25 and down at the 23.
Clock stops again.
12 yards on the completion, another first down.
Now they're going to use a timeout.
Smart move. Keep it right here for the time being. 44 seconds to go, Chuck.
Yeah, excellent chance to double up here with a touchdown and then getting the ball coming out of the second half. It's been a really good half offensively, and defensively we settled down after giving up the 1 drive.
Both teams really offensively have been able to do what they want. It's just been mistakes.
Yeah, Manchester,
drop passes.
the 2 turnovers, too, that's
Yeah.
hurt them. The muff punt and then obviously the interception when they were going in.
Schreiber in this game, 17 of 22. He's already got 321 yards passing, Chuck, 4 touchdowns.
Well, if you're a quarterback out there that wants to throw the football and you think you're pretty good, this would be the school to come to because we'll throw it around the yard.
.44 seconds to go. I haven't seen or heard an Ohio State score.
I believe it was 20-3.
Was it 20-3? Okay. Boy, Indiana looming.
Yeah,
that Big Ten championship
that could be a
game.
heck of a game. It's almost like like in basketball, the tournament, and then
Yeah.
you go to the real tournament.
All right, Davis moves in motion out of the backfield, dropping back Schreiber. Looks to his left. He's got a man wide open. That's Connor at the 15. He'll be dropped at the 13. He's close to a first down, 9 yards on the reception. It'll be second down.
Yeah, clock's running. You still got the 2 timeouts.
32 seconds, 30 seconds to go. Davis to the left. Second down, a yard to go from the 13. Schreiber takes it. Heavy rush. Rolls out to his right. Looks
There
at
he
the end
is.
zone. He's got a man right there. Touchdown, Lions! And that is Pittman. Kamari Pittman with the catch on the sideline.
Dave, excellent clock management. Nice job by Schreiber to roll out. He was just, again, standing in the end zone like that.
Well, the only thing I can say is they left too much time for Manchester. 15 seconds to go here in this first half. Chuck going to make his way down to the sideline to talk with head coach Tyler Hoppertton here at the half. 15 seconds left. Spencer will come in to attempt the extra point. High snap, but they get it down. The kick is up, and it is good. 15 seconds left to go in the half. We'll take a timeout. It's now the Mount 35, the Spartans 7 on UltimateSportsTalk.com and YouTube.
Where are you headed? Where would you like to go? New heights, right? That's why you're going to college in the first place. At Mount St. Joseph University, we integrate academic excellence, real-world experience, and individual attention so that you can go further than you ever thought possible. In fact, over 96% of our graduates over the past 3 years were employed or pursuing graduate studies within 6 months of graduation. Are you ready to climb higher? Begin your ascent at msj.edu.
Well, the Lions take the lead 35-7 with 15 seconds left to go in this first half of action. Jaden Berkeley is back, set to return for Manchester, and alongside him is Keaton Weaver. Lions will kick it off. It'll be Joey Hibbert. Chuck has made his way down to the sideline to talk with head coach Tyler Hoppertton here at the half. And it's been a good one for them out. Hibbert kicks it off. It's a squibber that goes up the field. It's touched by Manchester and picked up at the 15. Now to the 20, 25, that's Weaver, and he takes it across the 25 out to the 27-yard line. 10 seconds to go, first half. 35-7. At halftime, the CBS crew, including A.J. McCarron, former Alabama quarterback, and Beanie Wells, former Ohio State running back, look at the rankings this week in the college football playoff system. Ohio State, will give you a spoiler alert, number 1. 35-7 Mount. Hall, who in this ballgame 8 of 21 for 132 yards, sets everything up, trips out to the near side. They've got 2 timeouts left. Hall is going to throw it near the sideline, and it is complete at the 33, and thrown out of bounds at the 34 is Abdullah Abdullamir. Caught that ball. 5 seconds to go. It stops on the out of bounds. Got 8 on the reception. Second down 2. This should be the final play of the first half. Trips out to the far side. Lions are showing blitz with Brady Pierce. Ball, slow snap, but picked up off the play by Hall. Flag thrown. Hall rolls out to the sideline, tucks it under. He's got a first down across the 35 out to the 40. Stepped out of bounds at the 40. That's a gain of 5, but it's a flag against Manchester, and it will be declined by the Lions, and that'll do it here in the first half of play. So the Lions are on top of it, 35-7. We'll take this quick timeout and be right back.
Where are you headed? Where would you like to go? New heights, right? That's why you're going to college in the first place. At Mount St. Joseph University, we integrate academic excellence, real-world experience, and individual attention so that you can go further than you ever thought possible. In fact, over 96% of our graduates over the past 3 years were employed or pursuing graduate studies within 6 months of graduation. Are you ready to climb higher? Begin your ascent at msj.edu.
Chuck Murray on the sideline with Tyler Hoppertton.
All right, Coach, thoughts on the first half?
Solid. Obviously not perfect, but I'll take 35-7. We're playing hard.
Offensively, you got to be pleased. I mean, 35 points, some great plays. Eli Lefrange again doing his thing. Schreiber on point, blocking, running. Everything seems to be working.
Yeah, rolling right now. O-line's playing with some confidence, able to push them around finally, and definitely stems from that, and obviously just good players making good plays.
And defensively, they did have the one drive, but you get the turnover, and it looks like they're settling pretty good. The big plays they made, I think, have been really great coverage. It just made a couple good plays on their part.
Play, I mean, all
right, at the end of the game.
Chuck Murray at halftime talking with head coach Tyler Hoppertton, and we'll be back with our halftime festivities, and we'll do that right after these timeouts.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
You get to be outside, you get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
that helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Welcome back to halftime here at Schuler Field. We are on Senior Day.
Alliance One Network is proud to support Mount St. Joseph athletics and our Cincinnati community. At Alliance One, we deliver seamless, tailored solutions that bridge technology, creativity, and partnerships, helping businesses grow, adapt, and thrive in a complex world. We're a dynamic service network connecting industries, communities, and individuals through purpose-driven solutions. From creative media and property services to wellness programs, business development, and smart technology. Alliance One empowers growth through innovation, collaboration, and impact. Whether you're building a brand, managing real estate, enhancing your home, or developing a business, Alliance One Network brings expert teams together to help you succeed. Visit AllianceOneNetwork.com and discover how we turn partnerships into possibilities.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. Whether entering the nursing field, changing careers, or expanding your professional skills, innovative simulation labs and a variety of clinical sites prepare you to deliver exceptional patient care. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs taught by highly credentialed faculty, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
And today the Lions are entertaining the Manchester Spartans. Well, earlier this week it was the first rankings of the Division I college football playoff rankings. Ohio State narrowly edged out Indiana. And taking a look at the rankings for this week, our CBS Sports Hakeem Dersmith, Rich Johnson, A.J. McCarron, and former Ohio State Buckeye Beanie Wells.
Here we go. We have our first set of college football playoff rankings back here with CBS Sports college football insider Richard Johnson. Let's welcome in former Ohio State standout Beanie Wells and former Alabama standout A.J. McCarron, the first quarterback in the BCS era to win back-to-back national championships. Ohio State looking to run it back. I had to work that in there, Beanie. All right, top four seeds. Here we go. It's Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, and Alabama. A.J., are you surprised with the top four seeds here?
No, not at all. I thought Ohio State and Indiana have both been ranked up there all year. You got to put them in those spots. A&M and the SEC, strength of schedule, their record, it speaks for itself. And then Alabama, I think, is the hottest team in college football right now. Just from strength of schedule, the opponents they've played on a consecutive week-to-week basis, it makes sense for them to be in the top four.
You have any problem with the top four, Richard?
No, I think the top four shakes out as I thought. I went through this exercise ranking on Sunday for CBSSports.com, and, maybe I think Indiana a little bit better than Ohio State, I don't know, but you couldn't parse the resumes, right? When you stack the resumes with it, yes, Ohio State's resume does take it slightly above Indiana when you go and do it. And I agree with AJ on the Alabama point. They are not the team that lost to Florida State. I understand it is a result that happens, and I understand that is how you parse them versus Texas A&M, but I agree with AJ when he says Alabama's the hottest team in the country right now.
Yeah, they have four ranked wins. I mean, they have four ranked wins, which is more than anybody in FBS. Beanie, when you look at it, you could have made an argument that Alabama should be number one in the college football rankings when you talk about record strength and all of the metrics now that they are evaluating. But I still believe the committee values a 0 in the loss column, which is why they went Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M. What's your reaction to the top four?
I agree with it 100%. I think Ohio State and Indiana, those are the two teams that you could sit there and split hairs with. But when we talk about Alabama, they are one of the best, most improved teams in college football this season. But they do indeed have one of the worst losses now, especially when you look at how Florida State has played. So I think taking that into consideration, they're placed right where they should be. Texas A&M, another dominant football team, them playing in the SEC and them dominating the competition, I think certainly matters. I really love how the committee evaluated these teams and came together with their bracket. This is one of the unique years where I don't have a problem with it whatsoever.
Yeah, top four look pretty good right now. Richard, what are you thinking about the top four and how they played out so far in this first reveal?
Well, I think it's interesting with Texas A&M, though. Of these four, Texas A&M, although undefeated, especially with the SEC teams are concerned, Texas A&M's strength of schedule is a little, now it's undefeated. And your point about having a 0 in the loss column is massive, and that is helping A&M as well it should. But if they are to take a loss coming home, I'm very interested in where they would shake out, because their strength of schedule, it's going to be in the teens. It's not going to be the strength of schedule that an Alabama has, for instance.
Yeah, and let's talk about their schedule. They have Missouri coming up on the road, which is always a tough place to play. And then they've got Texas to end the regular season. So this could look a lot different come 4 weeks here when we have another release.
Yeah, they're playing great ball right now, obviously, but Texas looks like they are starting to figure some things out. They're going to go to Austin Black Friday night, and it's going to be a powder keg.
Texas is 11th in the latest college football rankings, the first of the year. AJ, what have you seen from Texas? Is this a team you believe that will be ending up in the field when all is said and done?
No. Listen, I think they lose to A&M last game of the year. I think that third loss knocks them out. Would I love to see another SEC school in there? Yes, but I think one of the other 10-2 teams that the SEC will fill in that spot. The best thing that this committee has done compared to other years, and the biggest thing I was looking for, is where did they have Ole Miss ranked compared to BYU and Notre Dame? It was the SEC and Greg Sankey adding this 9th in-conference game and going back and forth with the committee all off season, and ESPN throwing out money and saying, hey, 50 to 80 million for a 9th in-conference game, and Greg Sankey fighting it at the beginning saying, okay, well, if you want a 9th in-conference game, we want the metric of strength of schedule actually thought of and put into the thought process of coming out with these rankings. And I think by having Ole Miss ranked 6 shows that the committee has finally bought into and is full-on committed to the strength of schedule, and that's awesome to see.
Yeah, they sit obviously right behind Georgia right there. Okay, you defer to Georgia as the team that beat them. But yes, Ole Miss with good wins against Oklahoma, for instance, sits there. And I think they're right about where they should be as well. We'll see if they can keep it. Last year, remember, Ole Miss looked pretty good, and then they clunked the way home. I think this Ole Miss team is a little bit more solidly built, but we saw last year that you can't just write them in. That Egg Bowl is always a funky game, no matter how good the teams are. Mississippi State, Jeff Levy's Bulldogs would love nothing more than to spoil the party for Ole Miss Thanksgiving weekend.
What does it tell you about this first set of rankings that Texas Tech and BYU are in the first set, and they, by the way, happen to play this Saturday?
Yeah, well, obviously, I think we'll decide kind of the Big 12 team that gets to stay in the party after this weekend. I was a little surprised that BYU is as high as they are. Now,
undefeated, though.
I understand, undefeated, so they're going to be ahead of Texas Tech, but it is a little curious. And also, obviously, Texas Tech with a weird loss. I don't even know if you call it a bad loss against Arizona State, but it is a very weird loss to have, and you're probably able to get over that if they are able to get over the hump and they're able to beat BYU. But I mean that because I think BYU's been getting away with it a lot this season, and we'll see when the rubber meets the road against Texas Tech this weekend if they will continue to.
Beanie, what are some other things that jump out to you here on this first set of rankings?
I think the team that I was more curious to see where they were ranked was Notre Dame. And Notre Dame sitting right there at that 10th spot. I find it fitting. And I'm glad the committee didn't penalize them for having 2 losses, considering how they did indeed lose the Texas A&M game. I thought that was a game that really could have went either way. And if it wasn't for human error, we're looking at that situation being a win for Notre Dame and them being a 1-loss team. So, kudos to the committee for getting that one right. But also BYU. I'm really curious their thought process on BYU throughout the way. It's clear that they believe they're one of the best teams in the country because they are undefeated. But like Richard just said, they have been playing it kind of close to the vest. And we saw last season BYU late in the year, they got to about 9-0, and that's where the wheels came falling off that football team. But they are built a little bit different with freshman quarterback and Bear Bachmeier and L.J. Martin. So it's going to be interesting to see how this game do indeed pan out this coming weekend.
Do you think it will be an eliminator, this game on Saturday?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
You think it will be? Do you think the Big 12 ends up getting 2 teams in? At the end of the day?
Yeah, I think because if Texas Tech can win this game and then win out, I mean, they may play BYU again,
right?
In the Big 12 championship game. But I do think this is an elimination game because I don't know if Texas Tech can get in with 2 losses. But then again, obviously, if Texas Tech ends up being the Big 12 champion, they'll find a way, and then it could be a two-way.
Well, and we could very well have the Big Ten champion, right, with one loss, right? Like if they lose Indiana and Ohio State, they're on a collision course right now. We could very well have a situation there. Both teams are in with a loss. That wouldn't be a big deal, but then we figure out where they're going to be ranked, because if you look at Alabama, if they run the table rest of way, then we're going to have some interesting questions to answer in the coming weeks. Right now, we're answering the initial questions. AJ, what else sticks out to you about these initial rankings here?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing for me is seeing where they have the Big 12 schools. Because, listen, people are going to say it's biased, but I think if you go off a strength of schedule, a 10-2 SEC school, take a Vandy, Texas, a school like that where a one-loss BYU, I think a two-loss SEC, just based off of strength of schedule, gets the bump, and you add a fifth or possibly sixth SEC school to this thing. Listen, it usually tries to balance itself out, right, with the Big Ten and the SEC. The Big Ten's down this year more than it's been in the past probably 10 years from a sense of just their top teams. No Michigan, no Penn State. Listen, Oregon is not promising this thing either. They got a tough one this weekend. So, I mean, you could possibly only have two, most likely three Big Ten schools in this thing. I think that opens the door for another SEC school to be in this, because I don't believe the committee takes a two teams from the Big 12. I just don't see it.
The SEC should absolutely be in drive for five mode, so to speak, here when we get down to it the first weekend of December. I think if it keeps tracking like this, honestly, you're going to have bye week deciders in both the conference championship games if the top four stay like this. I also look a little bit further down the rankings. I look at number 20, Iowa. That's going to be really interesting if Oregon can get over that hump this weekend. That's going to boost Oregon and give Oregon a lift, I think, in next week's rankings. But that game is not a given. AJ just told you, by the way, this Iowa team gave Indiana everything they wanted down to the fourth quarter in that game. Oregon better watch out. They can lose that game.
That's a look this afternoon at the Division I college football rankings, the first one for this season. Hakeem Dermish, Rich Johnson, A.J. McCarron, and Beanie Wells taking a look at it for you this afternoon. We'll take a look at scores and stats of the first half of this afternoon's senior game, the final home game of the year here at Schuler Field. I'm Dave Mitchell with Chuck Murray. We'll be back right after this. Alliance One Network is proud to support Mount St. Joseph Athletics and our Cincinnati community. At Alliance One, we deliver seamless, tailored solutions that bridge technology, creativity, and partnerships, helping businesses grow, adapt, and thrive in a complex world. We're a dynamic service network connecting industries, communities, and individuals through purpose-driven solutions. From creative media and property services to wellness programs, business development, and smart technology. Alliance One empowers growth through innovation, collaboration, and impact. Whether you're building a brand, managing real estate, enhancing your home, or developing a business, Alliance One Network brings expert teams together to help you succeed. Visit AllianceOneNetwork.com and discover how we turn partnerships into possibilities.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University, where Division III champions are made. We coach our Lions to become leaders who will win on the field and in their career. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Are you ready to compete with the heart of a Lion and become our next champion? Learn more at msjlions.com.
Well, Chuck, 35-7, Lions leading it here at the half, but another game that we've got going on in Division I college football, kind of a shocker.
Yeah, Indiana trails at Penn State late in the fourth quarter here, and you got to be surprised. I mean, Penn State's went through a lot, but yet it's in Happy Valley. It's 24-20 with 6:27 to go. So I kind of, as I told you off air, I kind of want Indiana to win. I like to see them play Ohio State when they're both undefeated. I think it'd be better for the Big Ten because Penn State's obviously not going anywhere this year. But it tells you the fight in those guys. Hey, Penn State has talent. There's no question about it. They are always very talented. And, boy, they're giving Indiana everything they can handle and more.
Well, the thing we talked about off air, A.J. McCarron here in our halftime report, thinks that the Big Ten is the weakest it's been in years because Michigan isn't as good, Wisconsin isn't as good, USC and UCLA.
Well, I think USC's a solid team. They're not great, but, they're 2 losses at Notre Dame in a competitive game, and I'm trying to think who else they lost to. I know they go to Oregon later on. Oregon, the verdict's kind of out on them because they lost one game, but it was at home to Indiana. They did win at Penn State when Penn State was really playing well in double overtime. Excuse me. So I don't know if I'd agree with that, but, I think Ohio State's the best team, at least right now. Michigan's 2 losses at Oklahoma on the road and at USC in a competitive game. So I don't think Michigan's terrible. So, I wouldn't disagree that the SEC is more deeper. But the Big Ten has some good teams.
No, I think they've got a lot of good teams in there. It's just a question. These conferences are getting so big anymore that they beat up on each other and they don't look as good as what they did in the past.
No question about it. It used to be like, the really good teams are 10-1, 11-0, whatever the case may be, and now it's like you say, maybe a 9-3 gets in, and heck, one of these days maybe even an 8-4 if you look at if you lose to Georgia on the road, Alabama on the road, LSU, something like that. You might say, hey, you could make a case for that. So, and they're going to probably expand to 16 at some point too. My brother thinks they'll expand even more. I think 14 would be okay. 16 to me would be the max. I just can't see any more than that. I mean, these kids, you ask them to practice all summer, all fall, and, we sometimes forget they actually are supposed to go to class.
Really?
Yeah, so you got papers, you got, all this stuff, and they want them to play 12 regular season games, a conference tournament game, and then another 4 possibly. I just think that's way too big of an ask. But as long as the money's there, they're going to, and the players are getting paid, so they're going to do it.
Chuck, you and I both remember, we're old enough to remember, that it used to be they couldn't have a playoff system because these kids are supposed to be going to school.
Yes, you can't do that.
And, all of a sudden, boy, that changed real quick.
It's amazing how money talks, isn't it?
Oh.
I mean, that's what the world it revolves around. So I would hope that at some point people would come to their senses and realize enough's enough. But if the public wants it, the players want the money, obviously the networks are willing to pay, all those type of things, it'll keep going. And guess what? We'll keep watching.
And it's even trickling down into high school.
Oh, what's the kid from going to Ohio State, the receiver? Was it from Chaminade or Alter, one of them schools?
The NIL.
Yeah, it's, again, I'm old school, so I'm not suggesting there shouldn't be a stipend or something, but the millions and millions, I mean, you're getting a 4-year, all-paid scholarship to go to school. You have no debt coming out of college, and then you get a stipend on top of that. I don't know. I think that's enough.
I was always in the impression, and probably you and I will argue about this till the day we die, that these kids should get something like a food stamp card.
Yeah, a stipend, something along that line. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Order pizza, something.
Yeah, because they don't have time to work because their job is playing football or whatever sport you want to choose.
Yes.
So I'm totally in favor of that. But to get millions and millions, I'm not so sure about that.
When you can't, I'll tell you this right now, and this is totally different, but when my older son, Greg, was coaching at certain schools, and I won't mention the names of the schools, he wasn't even allowed to date the college students because he was a graduate assistant, but he was still 20.
Interesting.
But he was not allowed to date anybody on campus. It was a really weird situation, but he did it. The Lions are going to get the football to open up the second half. It's a high, short kick that'll be taken in by Aston, or check that, not Aston. And it got across. Yeah, it is Eli Aston, out across the 30, out to the 32-yard line.
I like what special teams coordinator Coach Hoppertton did. Instead of him being deep, he was next in line, and he was able to field that on the fly at, around the 15-yard line or so. So get the ball in his hands as much as we can.
So we've just begun the second half of action. Lions are on top of it 35-7.
Unfortunate bad news from Earlham. Earlham won the second set against our women's volleyball team 25-20, so they're tied up at 1 set apiece.
What's at stake there?
Second place.
First and 10 for the Lions at the 32. Handoff, Schreiber hands it off right up the middle. It goes to Napier. Across the 35, down to up to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, right now we have 2 losses. Earlham has 1, but if we win, obviously we would win the head-to-head, so we would get the number 2 seed.
And when does that tournament begin?
It starts Wednesday. We'll host a quarterfinal game. We just don't know. And they allow, starting this year, 8 teams. So one will play 8, 2 play 7, so on and so forth. Which I'm not a big fan of the 8, but they choose to do that.
Well, I think you and I were both not in favor of the playoffs expanding either.
No,
so
I'm not, yeah.
Schreiber drops back on 2nd and 7, rolls out to the right under a heavy rush, throws it upfield. He's got a receiver incomplete. Looked like interference, but no flag.
Good. Nice job by the DB there to recover because he was open. He floated it up there. Looked like he interfered. And I think a couple of lines are kind of like, what's going on here? But no flag. Good rush, though, by Manchester.
The 6'10". Well, Hunkus lost his mouth guard. They threw one into him from the sideline. It bounced around on the grass. He just picked it up and shoved it in his mouth. Schreiber on 3rd down 7. Puts Keller in motion, dropping back, looks upfield. He's got a man. That's Hunkus at the 47 to the 50, inside Manchester territory, inside the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Another strike and a nice in route there by Hunkus. Makes the catch, 1st down.
20 yards on that reception, a 1st down for the Lions.
Schreiber's been really sharp today, boy. He's right on.
Ball spotted.
Like you said, he had almost at halftime, 300 yards, didn't he?
Yeah. 1st down 10, ball at the 44. In Manchester territory. Schreiber, play action, throws it up the right side. He's trying to go for Aston, and Aston got it knocked free and out of play by Levi Campbell.
Yeah, just a little bit underthrown. He threw it towards the sideline to make sure either Aston catches or nobody does. But pretty good defense right there.
The 44.
Schreiber, 20 of 26 today. He's 24 yards shy of 400 yards passing.
And we just started the 3rd quarter.
Lions as a team, 446 yards passing. Or, excuse me, total offense.
Yeah. As I said in the first half, if you're a quarterback and you want to sling it around, boy, this is the place to come.
This is where to go. 2nd down, call it 10. High snap. Schreiber brings it down. Hand off Napier. Off left tackle. Takes it to the 42-yard line. He gained a couple on that play.
Not much there at all there.
Brings up 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Well, you get a night off tonight. What are you going to do?
Yeah, boy, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I mean, we were really hoping like heck we were going to be hosting the women's soccer championship tonight. And again, just really unfortunate. Really, Dave, we outplayed them, had more corner kicks. But again, lost in penalty kicks. It's like, as I use the analogy in baseball, you out-hit somebody 10-2, but you lose 1-0.
Yeah. That'll be Rose.
And Hanover.
Rose. At Rose tonight. Yeah. Empty backfield, dropping back Schreiber, throws over the middle. He's got Aston at the 35 again. To the 30, 25, brought down at the 20.
Simple in route. Just can't keep up with him, and nice throw and catch. And again, the Lions' yardage after catch has been outstanding today. It always is, but today seems even better than usual.
As they like to say, the yak.
Yep, the yak. Pittman was going to come in, but now he's coming back off.
Novak is into the ball game.
Now he's coming back in.
Yeah, now Pittman is coming back in. That's Novak back in. Hunkus is out wide to this side, the left side. Pittman, slot left. Connor at the wing. You've got Novak tight end left. Now moves tight end right in motion. Dropping back, Schreiber looks to his right, trying to go to Novak, and he got held, and there was the flags.
Yeah, that was really obvious right there.
Yep.
Well, they put Eli in the backfield, and I think they were concerned he was going to get a swing pass. He had single coverage down there, and he just grabbed him. Probably saved a touchdown, though.
I think he probably did. But what's interesting is the DB who committed that foul, looks like Cameron Purrier, was arguing about it.
Well, nobody asked the defensive player. They've never committed a penalty.
Well, what is the discussion about?
The only thing I can figure is it defensive holding or is it pass interference? That's the only thing I can think they're discussing because it was clearly a foul.
And now they're going to break up the discussion. And let's see if the officiating mic works. Are they not calling anything? No, they've got it down
They just didn't make the announcement.
Yeah, there was no announcement made.
Unbelievable. I guess you could at least make a signal with your hands.
Yeah.
You know.
It did nothing. They just stood there and looked at each other and then put the ball in play.
Okay.
Novak in motion to the near side. Schreiber ball to 10. First and goal. He's going to throw it sidearm into the back of the end zone. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hunkus.
Yeah, little square out there, and Manchester had a busted coverage right there. Michael was wide open in the back of the end zone. Again, throw right on the money. Had to go up just a little bit to snag it in, but another Lion touchdown. Increased the lead to 41-7 with 12:13 to go in the third quarter. Extra point pending.
41-7 Lions racking it up here today on Senior Day. Hunkus with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Spencer kicks it up and it's blocked. Ball loose in the end zone, and
they can run that.
They can run that back. Manchester is trying to pick it up. There's nobody around. Ball is now going to go out of the end zone. Boy, they were kicking that thing all over the place, and then the Mount decided, hey, they touched it. We need to get on it,
right?
And didn't. So it went out of bounds, and that will be an unsuccessful attempt. 12:13 to go in this third quarter. It's now the Mount 41 and the Manchester Spartans 7.
LIT Wellness Solutions uses a proven weight and health management approach that promotes a healthier relationship with food while improving overall well-being. Visit us today at www.litwellnesssolutions.com to see if you can take advantage of the nutrition counseling you desire using your insurance with little to no out-of-pocket copay. Let us help you ignite the change within. Visit us today at www.litwellnesssolutions.com.
Take your game to new heights at Mount St. Joseph University. With 23 athletic teams and cutting-edge facilities, we are the NCAA Division III university in Greater Cincinnati. Learn more at msjlions.com.
Dave Mitchell, Chuck Murray back here at Schuler Field. Lions leading at 41-7. And that Penn State-Indiana game still 24-20.
It looks like Penn State's got the ball here with 2 minutes to go, so we got a big upset brewing there.
Hibbert kicks it off, and it'll be taken back at the 3-yard line by Weaver. He's going to cut it to the 10, to the near side, and be run out of bounds near the 15-yard line, and he ran right over one of the photographers on the sideline. And then he helps him up.
Yeah, he got pushed out of bounds. Really good special teams coverage there by the Lions.
Just looking to make sure that the sideline guy is okay. Hunkus is over there checking on him too. Now they're brushing him off. Yep, he appears to be okay. Just a little dirty.
Yeah, probably a little embarrassed too, but.
Oh, he took a good shot.
He did.
And got right back up.
But Coach Hoppertton down there making sure he's okay too.
Yeah, down there checking it out. 12:07 to go, third quarter. And Hall, the quarterback. Now he's got the tight end back in the backfield, and the handoff goes right up the middle to Lewis, and he gains about 4 on the play.
Yeah, Logan Julian in on the tackle.
Second down, call it 6. I still can't get used to these low chairs. Can't do it.
Yeah, it's our last game of the year here, so.
Need my high chair. Second down, 6. Dropping back Hall, looks over the middle, and the ball got batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Looked like Cam Fuller may have got his hands up there and knocked that thing down.
Manchester, even though the clock stopped on the incomplete pass, they're not going to huddle. Try to go hurry up here.
You know, I heard earlier this week that this week, if you're a Bengal fan, expect them to play the best defense possible that they'll play all year. They'll knock down passes and complete, grab interceptions and everything, but it's because they've got the bye.
Blitz.
Hall out of the blitz, flips it out into the flat, complete to the tight end Skinner. Skinner gained about 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Zon James on a tackle. Luke Paff got in there unblocked, and he had to get rid of it, or he was going to get sacked. So again, the Lions 3 and out.
4th down and 6 for the Spartans.
So 11:10 to go, third quarter. we continue to roll here with the Lions leading it 41-7. Estrada in to punt the football away, and Aston is back at about his 40-yard line. There's a low snap. Estrada picked it up, though, and got it away. A line drive kick. Aston just never even tried to catch it. Let it bounce at the 45, and it'll be down at the 42-yard line. That's a 37-yard punt, no return.
Yeah, maybe he's struggling a little bit with the sun or something, but he could easily field that one. Some of the other ones a little tougher, but for some reason he just felt uncomfortable. Maybe it was knuckling a little bit, and he just was concerned he couldn't catch it clean.
And he actually is coming out of the game.
Oh, maybe something happened there.
Yeah, he's out of the game, and Thaman is back in, taking his place. Lions now have got in some reserves. Elias Wheeler is one of the wide receivers out wide to the left. Dropping back. Now we've got a new quarterback in. And the pass out to the right-hand side to Connor. Connor at midfield to the 49-yard line.
It looks like Gavin Connor.
Yeah. Into the game at quarterback.
For a gain of 8 on the play. In the Manchester territory at the 49-yard line. 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, Coach Hoppertton getting a chance to get these guys in the game.
It's roster time.
Yep.
The two deeps are out the window. Connor dropped the snap. Handoff goes off the left-hand side to Davis. And check that. That's not Davis. Coming in, and that's Gerald Dittner. Check that. Eric Nephew.
Yeah.
From Landmark Christian High School.
And he's a senior, so good for him getting in there on senior day.
I got to tell you, I did Roger Bacon for about 3 years. Never heard of Landmark Christian High School. Where is that?
It's out by Princeton High School out there.
Okay.
275 and 75, kind of right. By St. Rita's.
High snap went over everybody's head. Connor's got to go back and pick it up near the 30. Now he's going to roll it to the right. All he's got to do is throw it away, and now he's going to run with the football. He cuts it back to the near side. He's not out of bounds.
Wow.
He's down at the 47-yard line. There's a man down for Manchester back about the 30, and he ended up gaining about 3 yards on the play. That's as crazy a play as you'll ever see.
Again, we're just, for whatever reason, really struggling with snaps today. I know the Lions are going to bring in their punt team, but, boy, that was a crazy, crazy sequence there. But that's, with only a couple games, hopefully a couple games left, you got to get that straightened out, boy. That's 4 or 5 bad snaps today.
I'd like to see him try the field goal from here.
Well, the guy who's the kicker from Dallas, he could probably make it.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
that kid from Tennessee.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, we were here last night for Lakota West Moeller playoff game. Lakota West has a kicker. When it comes off his foot, it's a different sound. I mean, he consistently was kicking kickoffs from high school through the end zone. And a couple weeks ago, he made a 56-yarder in a high school game. And talking to Coach Tom Bolden after the game, he said he feels like he's got a chance to play on Sundays, and I would agree with that. I mean,
where's he going to come?
I'm not sure. I know.
Worry about Saturdays first.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. But I'm telling you, Dave, I've never seen a high school. Now, I don't know how good the accuracy is, but I'm telling you, from a leg strength standpoint, it comes off. It's a different sound.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely different sound.
So the Lions are going to punt the ball away after that comedy there, and it'll be Connor Yeager.
Well said.
That will punt it.
For the Lions.
Back sets a return for Manchester is Justice Davis, and he calls for a fair catch and has it at the 15-yard line with 9 minutes exactly left to go in this third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce
41-7
pot for today. So if you purchased a split the pot ticket,
Lions with the lead.
take a look.
One more game left. at Rose-Hulman. That normally has been for the conference title the last
few years. It has been either for outright or at least a share.
Actually, longer than that, about the last 4 or 5.
Yeah, because we went up there
and lost.
We got demolished.
Yeah.
But that would have been for a tie, so at least the last 4 years have been either a tie or outright.
Dropping back, Hall throws out to the right side to Abdul-Amir, and he catches the ball.
Yeah, I think they called it hit the ground.
Called it incomplete.
Yeah, I think just a little short with the throw there.
Manchester sending Weaver out wide to the left-hand side. They've got 2 receivers out to the near side. One of them's Mo Williams in the slot. Handoff up the middle to DJ Plattner. Plattner takes it out to the 20-yard line. Maybe the 21. He'll gain about 5 on the play.
They had him for no gain. Brady Pierce able to clean it up after a 5-yard gain.
After a gain of about 5. Third down and 5.
Clock continuing to run, 8:30. Left to go. Haven't said anything about the crowd today, but a pretty good crowd here this afternoon.
Yeah, again, excited about all the alumni coming back. Senior day, great day.
It was a great ceremony at halftime.
Yeah, it really was.
Dropping back, Hall. Hall now is going to run it up the middle in the quarterback draw. He's got a 25, 30, got a block, got a 35, and out to the 40-yard line, and then he got hit as he was running out of bounds.
Just a silly hit.
Pushed out of bounds by Austin Adams.
Adams will get called for the penalty with 8:13 to go.
There's times when it's tough to slow down, but he was clearly out of bounds there. That was just not a smart play.
Well, I'll tell you, after seeing that, he's a little quicker than I thought.
Yeah, he was a little nimble there. They were able to maintain their blocks. We kind of got out of our rushing lanes, and the Red Sea kind of parted, and he was able to run for a first down. Like you said, a little nifty and made a couple moves, and now Manchester's in Mountain territory.
I got to tell you, he's about the second best quarterback I think I've seen, other than Schreiber.
Yeah.
Second best quarterback that we've seen against us in the Heartland.
Well, maybe Hanover's quarterback.
I'm talking about him. He's the best.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, no question about it.
Yeah, Hall is the second best that I've seen.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
Steps up. He's going to run it again, and he's going to slide down at the 41-yard line. Got a gain of about 4. Now they'll mark it back to the 42.
I think it's like where you start your slide.
Right.
Second down and 7. Carter Lindaman on the tackle.
7:35 and running. Left to go. Skinner, tight end left. Now he sets up off left tackle. Off the line of scrimmage. Abdullah Munir is on the right side. Now Hall's going to keep it again to the 40, 35, 30. Tucks it under to the 25 and down to the 20-yard line. 22 yards on the carry.
Yeah, nice run. That's one of them. I think the Lions thought he was going to slide. He didn't, and he picked up another 5 to 10 yards. That's tough for defending.
20-yard line.
Well, Hall has run the football the last 3 times. The second one looked like it was a quarterback draw. The first one and then this one were more out of necessity.
Right.
6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Lions leading at 41-7. Dropping back, Hall gets hot, hit as he threw, and it's complete on the play to Abdullah Damir. He's got it inside the 10 to the 7, 13 yards on the catch.
Another strike. Dave, Penn State 24, Indiana 20, 36 seconds to go. Indiana on the Penn State 7.
Wow.
So they're going down to a climactic finish here.
So Chuck will go into hibernation right now to see if he can watch the rest of this game. The Indiana-Penn State game, I mean. Hall, the quarterback, moves the man in motion. Handoff on the jet sweep. Goes to Williams, and Williams is cut down at the 5-yard line.
For the Spartans.
Mo Williams on that jet sweep brings up second down. Goal to go.
He'll gain 2 yards on the play to the 5-yard line.
Gained a couple on that. Under 6 minutes and running left. Hall looks over to the head coach and his offensive coordinator, trying to get the play call. Abdul-Amir Off to the right, handoff around the left-hand side. Goes to Plattner, and Plattner
I think
gets
there's a fumble, Dave.
flattened near the 8.
Mount recovered.
And the Mount has recovered the fumble. 5:33 remaining, and the Mount defense is held.
So that's, I believe, their third turnover of the game.
Covered by number 18, Carter Lindaman.
Yeah, it's tough to win when you turn it over 3 times.
They've had 2 fumbles, check out 3 fumbles, lost 2 now.
And the 1 interception.
And the 1 interception. So the Lions with Gavin Connor at quarterback. And let's check and see who's at running back.
Possession on their own 8-yard line, 1st and 10.
Can't tell who's at running back yet.
I think
and
it's
handoff
still
goes right up the middle.
I think it's still
Gain of a
42 Nephew. I believe it's still
Yep, you're
42.
right, Nephew. Nephew from Landmark Christian. Again, you got to give me directions. I wonder if his high school class was less than mine. How many were in your high school class graduated?
665.
Wow. I'm close. 66.
Just take one of the numbers off.
Yeah. Dropping back Connor. Looking upfield.
God,
Plenty
he's got
of
all
time.
day.
Stays on his toes. Rolls to the left.
Oh,
now
boy.
turns and rolls to the right.
He's got him.
Hit as it throws, and it's completed at the 25 to the 30. And that is to Joey Thaman. Thaman found himself open and got the completion at the 30-yard line.
Outstanding job there by Connor. I was able to avoid the rush, spun around a couple times, and found the opening. I mean, you can't ask the Manchester DBs to cover for 8, 9, 10 seconds.
Not for that long. That's a 20-yard reception, 22-yard reception, excuse me. Ball out to the 32.
And Gavin Connor, he's just a freshman quarterback.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, he does.
He has looked good in every game that we've seen him come in.
He has.
And a handoff. Goes off the right-hand side to Nephew. Nephew's going to take it up to the 34-yard line. He's got a gain of a couple.
He'll gain a yard on the play.
Nephew so far today got 3 carries, about 7 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
Comes Pittman back in, I believe.
Kamari Pittman in, Joey Thaman in. Also into the ball game for the Mount is Elias Wheeler, number 18. Lions put 2 receivers on each side. Nephew in motion out of the backfield. Dropping back, Connor throws over the middle, complete to Thaman.
Yep.
Thaman at the 43 to the 45 to the 46. He's got a first down on the play, and that's a gain of about 12.
Holding.
Another penalty.
Yep.
Lions today have been penalized 7 times for about 75 yards. Manchester 3 times for 30 yards.
Yeah, if you want to nitpick here, I'm sure Coach Hoppertton is not real happy with all these penalties. But when you're dropping back and throwing it, 40, 50 times, there's going to probably be a few holding calls in there.
And here's the thing, up 41-7, he needs things to nitpick about.
Good point.
Make sure that they stay, in attention.
Yeah, while you're not trying to run up the score, you still want to play good football.
Yes.
Make good decisions, do the right things, and
Thaman moves in motion to the line and now comes back, reverses, dropping back Connor. Connor looks upfield. He's got a man, and it's complete on the play to the 35 to the 40. Broke a tackle, and he's going to be brought down at about the 39-yard line again. And that's Elias Wheeler. Wheeler from Oak Hills High School.
Right up the road. Now that's what I call a home game.
That's right.
Right up the road. It's about 10 minutes away. Nice route, though. He let it develop.
2:39 coming up. Don't forget at the in-between quarters is our Neil Diamond salute. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. High snap, but Connor brought it down, steps up, got to get hit, and dropped that right at the 35-yard line. Loss of 4.
Yeah, nice play there by Sullivan, able to beat the block and force a punt.
So Manchester will get the ball back on the punt. 4th down, 7 yards to go. 2:02 remaining.
Dave, on 3rd and goal, Indiana scored to take a 27-24
Wow.
lead. Looks like there's 36 seconds left.
Just goes to show you, Chuck, every team has to have a lucky game.
Yeah, there's usually 1 or 2 during the year that.
Yep. There's the punt, and it's going to hit at the 30 and come to a rolling stop at about the 31-yard line. 33-yard punt. No return.
So the penalty hurt us that drive. Well, while we got a minute, I would like to shout out Rick Esposette, who is the athletic director and longtime baseball coach at Manchester. Rick, if you're out there listening, hope things are well. We had a lot of battles over the years. He won most of them, but he's a great coach, a great guy, and he's really good for the league. So hope things are well, Rick.
Minute 32, Hall. Handoff off the left-hand side goes to Lewis, and Lewis got hung up right at the line of scrimmage, but takes it out to about the 32-yard line for a gain of about a yard. Minute 20 and running.
Yeah, last year Manchester won the conference baseball tournament. Rick went to the NCAA tournament. Well, he's been to the NCAA tournament multiple times over his years.
2nd down, he just gained about 2 yards, made 8.
2nd down and 8.
Hall throws it out into the left flat, complete on the play. And goes to Weaver, and Weaver takes it out across the 40 and up to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, whoever our linebacker was supposed to be over there lost coverage there. He was wide open.
46 seconds left.
By Jalen Williams at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans.
First down 10 for Manchester, ball just shy of the 47. Dropping back Hall. Looking upfield. He's going to throw a lob pass up, coming around, and it's caught on the play. Nope, and then he dropped it.
Yeah. He had it, and then when he hit the turf, he just couldn't hold on. How many passes is that for him now? I said he'd throw 50.
Cover on the play by Jalen White.
12 of 28.
Oh, so he's probably not going to. Well, he's got another quarter. He'll probably be in the 40s, though.
.21 seconds remaining. 3rd quarter. Hall takes the snap. Looks to his right. Got a heavy rush. No flags down, and the throw is up the field, and it is caught at the 46-yard line. Nope, now they're going to say no, he didn't catch it.
That was really good coverage there by Miles Harding.
Coverage on the play by Miles Harding. 3rd down and 10 from the 47.
So it's incomplete. 3rd down 10 from the 47. Boy, it looked like he had it.
It did look like the referee waited a while.
Yeah.
I guess the ball just squirted out and hit the ground.
So it'll be 3rd down, 10 yards to go for Manchester. Ball at the 47. Dropping back is the quarterback. Steps up into the pocket, and they are going to drop him at the 45-yard line for a loss of 2 and another sack for the Lions here today.
Is there a flag? Then they stop the clock.
And now
that's a quarter.
That will be the. Well, they're saying it's the official said me.
To the 45-yard line, 4th down and 12. As time expires in the 3rd quarter with the score.
Sweet Caroline time, Dave.
It is Sweet Caroline, and here we go at the end of the 4th quarter, end of the 3rd quarter. Your score: it's the Mount 41 and the Spartans 7.
And join in the singing and playing of Sweet
Caroline.
Well, unfortunately, the volume was very, very low on that
today. A little hard
today.
to hear.
But the fans are having fun. 4th down, call it 12, and Manchester will have to punt the ball away, and they will. And the Lions, Eli Aston, goes back and catches it at his 17. Cuts it upfield to the 20, and is brought down at the 24.
Well, we got a final. Indiana holds on 27-24. And the Lions, Lady Lions up at Earlham, dropped set number 3, 25-14, and trail 11-7 in the 4th. So their MO this year, Dave, I followed them very close. They seem to win against the good teams the first set, and they just can't sustain that momentum.
Something you need to learn.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing good competition.
14:51 left to go in the ball game. Connor, the quarterback. Handoff goes to Thaman, and Thaman's going to take it on the sweep across the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. I'm not sure what I'm doing tonight either.
I'll probably just watch college football. I got used to watching a baseball game every night, and then all of a sudden the World Series is over. Now what? But probably watch college football.
Yeah, Alabama does play LSU tonight.
Probably won't be much of a game, but who knows?
Probably not. And the handoff goes off the right-hand side to Davis, and Davis, who's back into the ball game, takes it up to the 28-yard line.
On the play by Zaire Sullivan.
Of course, significant other may want to go shopping.
Ball at the 28-yard line. 3rd down and 7.
Put your foot down, Dave.
I have. Right down into the bank account. 13:45 to go. 3rd down and 8. Make it 7. A long 7. Dropping back Connor. Looking out to the left-hand side. And he underthrew his intended receiver and threw it way behind him.
Yeah, there was miscommunication on that route. So the Lions go 3 and out.
Jason Bowers, the intended receiver. Again, the Lions rotating players in and out very liberally right now. Jackson Schreiber being told very politely, get back, as he's standing on the sidelines. We're watching it down there. Dropping back set to return is Davis for Manchester.
And shank that one.
Shank punt.
Maybe we'll get a bounce.
And it'll take a bounce and bounce inside the 40 and down at the 29-yard line. That's a 33-yard punt.
Yeah, well, not great, but no return.
Yeah.
We're at the 39, so.
Lions have averaged today almost 28 yards a punt. They've punted 5 times, Manchester 5 times, 42.5 yards a punt.
Well, again, they've got some nice rolls. And I know at the beginning of the year, sometimes we were getting those nice rolls, so it kind of evens out, I guess, after a while.
That's how I feel about the donut shop. Some nice rolls.
Well, Hunt's still in there, so I guess he's going to play the whole game.
Quarterback drops back, looks to his right, now looks to his left, dumps it off into the flat, complete on the play.
Missed tackle.
Complete to Mo Williams, and Williams broke a tackle, takes it forward across the 40, and gets it out to the 43-yard line.
Like Baron Walden, a freshman, Stark, Florida, Bradford High School.
13 minutes to go.
43-yard line, 2nd down and 6.
Lions will be at Rose-Hulman next week. Dropping back. Hall throws it out in the flat to Lewis, and Lewis got upended for about a 3-yard loss all the way back to the original line of scrimmage.
Is that Miles Harding? Is that one?
Yes.
Yep. Nice tackle. Nice open field tackle.
At the line of scrimmage, so it's 3rd and 10 from the 39.
I'm sure they'd like to go. The defense would like to go through this game with only giving up 1 touchdown.
Yeah, Manchester's had 2 drives basically. One, they scored on the other one. They threw the interception, and we took over on about the 1 or 2. But defensively, we played pretty well. And even the coach Hopper at halftime said their touchdown, the guy was rumbling and he fumbled and they recovered in the end zone.
Dropping back Hall, he's going to throw it up the left-hand side. He's got a man. It's complete on the play. and brought down inside the 30 at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Austin Adams got turned around. He just didn't turn around quick enough. Single coverage. They were able to take advantage of that, and they beat him deep.
So the completion takes it down to the 27-yard line. And pardon me, but that was Zaylen Ingram with the catch. 11:35 and running. Dropping back Hall on 1st and 10. Throws it into the corner of the end zone, and that's the tight end to Skinner. And Skinner caught the ball at the 5.
Yeah, he had him beat, and he actually underthrew it, and the receiver's able to come back and make an adjustment to beat Zion James. And they're knocking at the door. Again, this kid's been very impressive.
They're going to reset the play clock. Now they'll start the game clock with 11:20 and running. Manchester's got plenty of time. Play clock just down to 17. Hall will come up. He has Lewis in the backfield with him. Now check that. That's not Lewis. That's Gorey in the backfield. Fake handoff. Hall throws into the corner of the end zone. It is caught at the 2-yard line and dropped right there. Mo Williams.
Yeah, just a square out there and able to bring it in. But you said nice tackle at the 2-yard line. And so second and goal from the 2 as we're under 11 minutes.
You know, there was a Mo Williams that started with LeBron James when he was first with Cleveland the first year. Guard.
I was talking to Jonathan Hayes last night, the Moeller AD. His son plays for the Lakers, and he was talking a little bit about LeBron and how he gets to go to a few games a year. And pretty neat to have your son playing in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. Handoff around the left-hand side, and that is Plattner, and he takes it in for the score. So the Lions give up a second score here this afternoon, and they still lead it, though, 41-13.
Psalm 27, verse 17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." And that's the business model of Iron Sharpens Iron on 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati. Strength, core, and cardio, the 3 principles that make yourself better mentally and physically. Train with passion and purpose. Be challenged and get your mental game strong. We will empower you to put up the good fight and thrive. Ready for the best gym experience of your life? Call Iron Sharpens Iron. BSN Sports is the official athletic supplier of Mount St. Joseph University. If you need anything for your team, league, or complex, contact Scott Lawson of BSN Sports today. BSN Sports is the largest local sporting goods provider in town. They manufacture bleachers, benches, netting, foul poles, padding, goalposts, sleds, football dummies, and screens. And if it has to do with your athletic complex, gyms, courts, weight rooms, baseball and football fields, track and field, or outfitting your teams, call BSN Sports today. Scott Lawson, 513-702-5646. The George Nikias Agency is a full-service company that offers auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs. George is an independent insurance agent, which means he can customize your personal insurance needs according to the carrier that best represents you. By having access to many companies, George is able to help your family achieve what many agencies cannot. That's multi-policy, multi-car, paid in full, and over 55 discounts. The George Nikias Agency, serving the community since 1986. Call George today at 513-733-1255.
Well, while you're away, that extra point by Manchester was no good, so your score is 41-13 with 10:17 left to go, and Manchester will kick it off.
Yeah, 2 blocked extra points, 1 for them, 1 for us. So we're back to kind of that even number of 28.
10:17 remaining. Lions have this game and then the rest of this game and then next week. And a high end-over-end kick that will be taken in by one of the backs, and that's Thaman. Thaman's kind of cut it to the 50, to the 45-40, and run out of bounds inside the 40 in Manchester territory. Back to the 37-yard line.
The excellent run there by Thaman. He hit that crease, and the way he went showed some really nice speed, and now they're inside the 40. Great field position.
About a 58-yard return for Joey Thaman.
37-yard line, first and 10 Lions.
I've always wanted to ask him, the first boss I ever worked for in radio was in Bryan, Ohio, and his name was Luke Thaman. And I just wondered if they're any kind of relation. 10:08 left to go in the ball game. Good snap. Now new quarterback into the ball game. That's Davis, who runs it right up the middle, and he takes it down to the 31-yard line. Into the game now for the Lions. A quarterback is Caleb Ortega. Ortega, a senior, Worthington, Ohio. Worthington High School, 5'10", 175 pounds. If I'm not mistaken, this is his first action on the season. And he gets it here today. Good for him sticking it out. Moving to the left-hand side is Logan Decker at tight end. And he throws it over the middle, complete. And that looks... Checking to see who caught that ball. That's Kyle Toon. Toon from Oak Hills.
Yeah. We got 3 number 13s, Dave.
Well, I hope it's Toon.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, forgive us when you've got a roster full of 120 players.
Yeah, it's a little tough to keep up.
Duplicate numbers. And we didn't get the 2 deeps until very, very late, but we're way past the 2 deeps now. Handoff goes to Davis off the right side. Had a stiff arm that almost brought him down, but got it across the 20 and down to the 18.
You know, we don't do player of the games or anything like that, but I'm telling you, Davis has really showed well today. He's ran the ball really hard. He's broke some tackles. We've had a lot of outstanding efforts by a lot of guys, but, you know, for a guy that really hasn't played this much this year, he's done an outstanding job today.
He'll have a shot at that starting running back position next year.
Yeah, I think they're all back, though. I think Napier will be...
Sophomore, well.
Or De La Cruz. No, he's back, too. So, yeah, we'll see. That's good to have the depth.
Dropping back, Ortega throws it out into the flat, complete on the play. Catching the pass, Logan Decker from Lumen Christ High School. Lumen Christ, I should say.
Well, Dave, was it last year we had all them running backs? We had Devin Holt, we had Johnny
Reagan.
I mean, and they were like 3rd and 4th string, and they were great running backs. So maybe we can get to that depth again where we have all these good players. Ari Turner.
It was a shame because they were all the same class.
Yeah, it was. It was just one of those things.
7:44 left to go in the ball game. Ortega fake handoff,
Nice.
throw over the middle, caught at the 5-yard line. That's Kyle Toon.
Yeah, really nice play fake there. They sold the run really well and able to hit him on the slant.
Coming in, Eric Nephew at running back now. Nephew has ran 3 times for 5 yards here this afternoon. Boy, let me count this. 3, 6, 9. 9 players have caught passes today. Now make it 10.
That's spreading the wealth.
7 minutes exactly to go in the ball game. Lions are going to go to 5-4 on the season with 1 game left. That's at Rose next week. Ortega fake handoff, throws it just at the goal line to Novak, and he dropped the ball.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit out in front of him. He did get his hands on it, but maybe just a little bit out in front of him. I'm sure he thought he should have caught it.
Oh, yeah. He was wide open.
Yes, he was.
Lions took the wide receiver out wide to the left-hand side, which was Jordan Weidman, and cut him over the middle, and that left that left side completely open. Fake handoff. They're going to throw it to Weidman. That time he got it in his hands and dropped it.
Yeah, good defensive play there by, it looks like, number 1 from Manchester.
That being T.J. Merritt.
Yeah, that was a good defensive play. Ran a slant. He was able to get a hand in there and knock it away. So 3rd down.
3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line.
6:47 to go. Clock stopped on the incompletion now. Quarterback Caleb Ortega trying to direct this team down the field for a touchdown. Joey Thaman slot to the left-hand side. Weidman wide left, and now taking a timeout is going to be Manchester. 6:47 to go in the ball game. Your score, the Mount 41, the Spartans 13 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
The George Nikias Agency is a full-service company that offers auto, home, life, and commercial insurance needs. George is an independent insurance agent, which means he can customize your personal insurance needs according to the carrier that best represents you. By having access to many companies, George is able to help your family achieve what many agencies cannot. That's multi-policy, multi-car, paid in full, and over 55 discounts. The George Nikias Agency, serving the community since 1986. Call George today at 513-733-1255.
For more than a century, Mount St. Joseph University has prepared nursing leaders who serve their patients with the heart of a lion. Whether entering the nursing field, changing careers, or expanding your professional skills, innovative simulation labs and a variety of clinical sites prepare you to deliver exceptional patient care. With flexible undergraduate and graduate programs taught by highly credentialed faculty, the Mount will help you climb higher. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/nursing.
Well, let's see what the Mount does here. With 6:47 to go, third down, goal to go, ball at the 3-yard line. Ortega puts a man in motion. That's Weidman. Now he turns around and throws it into the end zone and threw it in front of him. Incomplete. And will it be Spencer, or will they go ahead and go for this one?
Probably go for it.
And they will go for it. Thaman out. Into the ball game now is Ethan Pierce at tight end from Milan, Indiana.
Manchester is 4th and 3.
6:43. Left to go. And Ortega looks things over. He's got receivers out wide all over the place. And now another timeout is going to be taken by Manchester. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Chuck, we just brought up Milan, Indiana, and I believe that is the school that created Hoosiers.
You are absolutely correct. My sister-in-law went to school there. Bobby Plump, was that the guy's name, the real guy's name? That
Bobby
made the
Plump,
shot?
yeah.
Not Jimmy Chitwood.
Not Joey Chitwood. Jimmy Chitwood,
yeah.
You're right. Joey Chitwood was the driver.
But that was a heck of a movie. Boy,
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yep.
I mean, I know they Hollywooded it up a little bit, but still, it was relatively based on a true story.
You know who the only good basketball player was? This is a trivia question for you. The only good and experienced basketball player in that movie was?
I think it was Jimmy Chitwood.
No.
No. Who
Nope.
was it?
The little blonde-headed guard that came off and hit the 2 free throws.
Are you
at the
kidding
end.
me?
He was the most experienced. They said he was the best ball player on that team.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Hard to believe. 4th down, goal. Here we go. Ortega rolls out to the right, looks into the end zone. He's got a man, and he's caught. Touchdown! Boy, that'll make Ortega's highlight film for the rest of his life.
Good for him. Looks like number 18, Elias Wheeler.
Elias Wheeler with the catch.
Sophomore from Oak Hills.
Touchdown.
Boy, that's another school, Chuck, that just churns out the players. Oak Hills.
Yeah, that's great. See, do we have a new kicker here?
No, that's Spencer.
That's still Spencer, okay.
Zach Spencer the kick with Shoemaker the
6:37 to go in the ball game. Lions now on top of it, 47-13. And that kick by Spencer is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. 6:37 remaining in the ball game. It's now the Mount 48, the Spartans 13 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
My mom used to take Logan and I to Skyline. Since I got my driver's license, now he makes me go with him all the time and drive him there. I come home and he's just like at the door and he's like, "Can we please go to Skyline?" I'm like, "Logan, chill, we just got home." But it's fine with me because I love it too. Because it's like the one place that we actually like have like a conversation. That just became like something really special for us, and now we do it all the time and we just love it.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike.
Are you tired of diets? We are too. That's why at LIT Wellness Solutions, we focus on a non-diet approach to eating and health. A proven approach that promotes a healthier relationship with food and improves overall well-being. If that sounds like an approach you can get behind, visit us at www.litwellnesssolutions.com to learn more and see how you can connect using your insurance with little to no copay. Let us help you ignite the change within.
Well, the Lions now have extended their lead out to 48-13, Chuck.
Yeah, nice drive there. Glad to see the guys that maybe don't get to play a whole lot have some success. Not only was it senior day, but last home game, and everybody kind of walks away feeling pretty good about themselves. And then you got good momentum going into next weekend at Rose-Hulman. They're having a down year, but anytime you go on the road over there, you got to be ready to go. And they'll be playing for second place.
So the Lions will kick it off, and it will be grabbed by one of the upbacks, that being the tight end. And again, as I told you, it's roster time.
Yeah, number 40 is what I saw.
Yeah, that's the tight end, Skinner.
Yep, the junior.
So Indiana stays unbeaten.
I think that's a good thing for the Big Ten. I do.
The only way that they could play Ohio State, these two teams can meet, is in the Big Ten title game.
Correct. And I hope they're both undefeated. We got to get past that nemesis, Michigan. We've struggled with them the last few years. And it's even tougher when you know you have the better team, but yet you don't win.
Who? Who?
A team up north.
Oh, yeah, okay. That thing. All right, so Hall, the quarterback, drops back. He's still in the ball game, and he throws it upfield, and it is incomplete. That might be the worst pass he's thrown all day.
Yeah, he was pretty open, and he just underthrew it. Receiver tried to slide to come back to the ball, but couldn't quite make the catch.
Hall is from Swartz Creek, Michigan. Now, I'm not quite sure where that is. He went to Olivet High School, but
yeah, I can't say I know where that's at. To be
no,
honest with you.
Not many creeks in Michigan. A lot of lakes, not many creeks. 6:25 remaining. Handoff goes around the right-hand side.
Nice tackle
on James Lewis, and Lewis got upended right away at the 33. Brought down. Well, excuse me. They're going to mark him down behind the line.
Is that? It's middle line, but I can't tell the number. Whoever that was, it was a really nice play. Just couldn't quite make out the number.
Yeah.
Something 0.
Well, that could be about 10 different players.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get to the number after this play if he turns a certain way.
3rd down and 10 from the 30. Dropping back Hall. Looks upfield. Now he's going to cut it upfield. He's going to run for it. He's at the 35. He's got it at the 40, 45, and he's out of bounds near midfield.
Again,
I just like this kid and the decisions that he makes.
Yeah, he does. He makes pretty good decisions. I want to give credit to the last play. I found the number 10, Brad Menhorn Jr., a freshman from Powder Springs, Georgia. But, yeah, they had him bottled up. Didn't look like he was going to get out of there, and he was able to escape and run for the first down.
Lewis in the backfield again. Hunt so far, or excuse me, you got me calling him Hunt. Now Hall so far in the ballgame, dropping back, looking upfield. He's going to stay in the pocket, throws it out to the left, complete on the play to the running back Lewis, and then Lewis got tripped up right at the line of scrimmage after he ran about 40 yards.
Yeah, it looks like Cameron McFadden was able to bring him down. Nice open field tackle, minimal pickup.
Hall actually is leading the team in rushing. He's got 51 yards today on 6 runs.
Yeah.
And he's also 17 of 34 passing for 227 yards.
Yeah, he's done a really fine job.
Lions 559 yards of total offense in this game. Manchester's got 308. And the Lions have ran just 10 more plays. 64-54. Washington in motion to the far side. Dropping back Hall. Look to his right, now looks to his left, scanning the field. Cuts it upfield. He's going to run into his blockers, and he's going to be brought down at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, really nice coverage on the back end by the Lions. Hall had nowhere to go with it, so a little bit of a loss there. Looks like about 3rd and 12 maybe.
4 minutes to go in the ball game. This is one of those games, Chuck, where I don't think they really need the 2-minute timeout.
I would agree.
Third down, 12 yards to go. Hall looking things over from his own 44-yard line. Drops back. Looks straight upfield. Now he's going to throw the ball over the middle, and he's got a man incomplete.
Oh, they're going
and
to call.
A flag is going to be thrown.
Boy, it looked clean to me. I thought he just stuck his hand in there and knocked it away, but the referee sees it different, or the back judge.
Scott Barrett, your back judge today.
I think they're going to call that on Zach Foster, a freshman for Columbus, Indiana.
And they continue. They're going to talk it over. Let's see that. They will signal it. Pass interference.
Yeah, I mean, they were right there to make the call, so I'm not going to disagree. It just looked like, from my angle, it just looked like he knocked it away. Maybe he had his hand on his back or was impeding his progress. So either way, first down for Manchester.
So that'll mark it into Mount territory at the 41-yard line, Chuck.
Yeah, in my career, I never argued with umpires or officials, right? They were always right, so I didn't need to do any of that.
I'm sure you did. Dropping back Hall. Hall throws it up the left side. He's got a man and overthrew him, incomplete to Washington. You know, and what question did I ask you one time on the way back? How many times were you thrown out of a game?
Well, it's interesting you said that. When my sons were inducting me a couple weeks ago, they were saying about we had a lot of wins, and surprisingly only 4 ejections, and everybody got a big kick out of that. Now, I told them that doesn't count summer ball or anything, but here at the Mount, 4 times. Might have been 5,
and
but
what
I think
were
it was
you
just
saying
4.
to the umpires that you weren't arguing with them about that caused you to be ejected? Throw out to the right-hand side, and that is complete, and then brought down right away after the catch is Ingram.
Yeah, really nice play there. I just, told them I disagree with them.
I know I kick you out of the car when you do that to me.
It's you watch Major League games, and they're within a foot, and they miss the play. And I know it's hard, but I'm saying that's why at my level, they missed a lot. It would bother me when they wouldn't say, yeah, I might have missed it. They were 100% sure of their call, and it's like, guys.
I told you that story about Aaron Boone, didn't I? 245, dropping it is Hall. He's going to throw it now upfield as he got hit, and it's complete to Ingram again. Boy, Hall got hit right in the stomach as he threw that ball, but it was complete to the 30-yard line and a first down.
Yeah, a little bit of soft coverage there by the Lions, just not wanting to get behind. So we're running down to 2:25 to go in this ball game.
The ball at the 29-yard
48-13. Give you that Aaron Boone story here in a second. I think you remember it. 1st and 10. Ball at the 29-yard line. Hall looking upfield, steps into the pocket, got hit and dropped all the way back to the 38-yard line, make it 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's looks like Daniel Jones, a freshman from New Lenox, Illinois. Hit the 2-minute warning, Dave.
2-minute
timeout.
2-minute timeout here from Schuler Field. Your score with 2 minutes left to go. It's now the Mount 48 and the Spartans 13.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
For summer barbecues, road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
Hundreds of new exclusive stations, plus all your favorite local radio stations and podcasts. It's all on Odyssey.
Think better, feel better, be better. At Iron Sharpens Iron, 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati, train with passion and purpose. Be challenged by the 3 core principles: strength, core, and cardio. Make yourself better mentally and physically. Iron Sharpens Iron provides a fun and effective fitness training that you'll love. Try one of their 6 different programs: the Iron Circuit, Early Burn, Thrive, the Good Fight, Trinity, and Super Saturday. Ready for a better gym experience? Get to Iron Sharpens Iron today, 5229 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati.
Well, Chuck, the Lions are going to go to 5-4, and if they win next week against Rose, they'll have their 13th straight over 500 season.
Yeah, that's an outstanding record, and credit to Coach Hoppertton and his staff for keeping this thing together after the Hanover game kind of unraveled.
Hall drops back. He's got that man. That's Ingram. He's got it at the 3, and it's drug out of bounds near the 2-yard line.
Yeah, really nice throw and catch.
I'll tell you what, if this kid had more protection on the offensive line,
very accurate.
Yeah, Manchester's only problem is their defense.
Yeah, I mean, very accurate. And like you say, against maybe inferior opponents, the line can't hold up, but boy, he's made some outstanding throws.
Yeah.
for the Spartans.
Now he'll go under center on this one. He's going to keep it himself. Tush push into the end zone. He's got it for the touchdown. Hall keeps it himself and goes in for the score. And that makes it 48-19.
Takes it 2 yards into the end zone for
So they're going to go for
touchdown.
1 or 2 here. That just kick it. You're not let the kid kick it. Some bad news from up in Earlham, Dave. The Lions lost after winning the first set, 25-20 in the fourth. So in all likelihood, they'll probably finish third, host the 6th place team Wednesday night in the Harrington Center. Match time 7 o'clock. You can check our website for the exact opponent. Probably later tonight. They should have all the results up.
Do you know what time that game will start?
It started at 7.
7 o'clock, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
So Manchester will attempt the extra point, and they drill it right through. We'll take a timeout on the field. 1:48 to go in the ball game. It's now the Mount 48, the Spartans 20. On YouTube and UltimateSportsTalk.com.
We're back at Skyline to see what it is that makes people feel so good. Why do you like coming to Skyline?
The staff is nice, just everybody's smiling and makes me feel good.
If I order the cheese conies, the chili gets into the bread, the bun itself. They're heaven.
I like to sit there and watch them make it. It's always hot, fresh, served quick.
You know it's always going to be perfect. You know it's always going to taste great. Everyone's inviting. They sit you down with crackers, and you just feel like you're meant to be here.
Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike.
And the Lions lead it now 48-20 with 1:48 left to go. And I would assume, since Manchester has 1 timeout left, that the Lions, when they get the ball, may just take a knee.
We've talked about that all year, and usually that doesn't happen for some ungodly reason. But, yeah, that would make all the sense in the world. Just nobody gets hurt, run it out. But maybe the Lions would like to have a backup or a senior get another carry. So we'll see how it goes.
And that will be Thaman. He'll take it in at the 10, 15-20, dives forward across the 30, out to the 35-yard line, and they'll mark it right at the 35.
Dave, he's got some nice explosion there. He really explodes up that seam right there. Lions have him for a few more years.
Yes, they do. And he'll stay in the ball game. Ortega will stay in now. And let's see what they decide to do with 1:42 left to go here. They'll give Ortega another opportunity.
And they might hand it off a couple times. We'll see.
And there's the handoff off the right side, across the 40, out to the 47-yard line. And make it the 45-yard line, excuse me.
Eric Nephew, the ball carrier for the Lions, gains 9 on your
Nephew
play
with it.
to the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 1.
Nephew, the running back in the backfield. Chuck will be talking with head coach Tyler Hoppertton after this one down on the field. 2nd down, call it 9.
They are throwing it.
Throw out to the left-hand side, and it is incomplete.
Caleb Ortega.
So Ortega throws the incompletion to Weidman.
Pass intended for Jordan Weidman.
And he'll bring up 3rd down and call it, about a half yard to go.
And Coach Hopperton is having maybe a discussion kind of like, what are we doing? I bet this one's a run.
The 3rd down, less than a yard, and the handoff goes right up the middle to Nephew, and Nephew's got the 1st down here midfield. They're going to put him at the 49-yard line, but that's enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, so really they can get it under 40 seconds here and then just take the knee.
Nephew, 5 carries today, 17 yards.
And that looks like what they're going to do here. Get it under 40 seconds, take the knee, and this one will be in the books.
Lions will be at Rose Hulman next week. We will not be bringing you that ball game. Ortega runs the clock down, 30 seconds on the game clock. Handoff goes to Nephew. Nephew takes it into Manchester territory, down to the 46-yard line. 25 seconds left to go, and that's going to do it here at Schuler Field, and that will end the home portion of the 2025 season. The Lions will win it here this afternoon by a final score of 48-20 over the Spartans. They are now 5-4 on the season, 4-1 in Heartland Conference play. Chuck will be down on the field to talk with head coach Tyler Hoppertton right after these timeouts.
We're back at Skyline to see what it is that makes people feel so good. Why do you like coming to Skyline?
The staff is nice, just everybody's smiling and makes me feel good.
If I order the cheese conies, the chili gets into the bread, the bun itself. They're heaven.
I like to sit there and watch you make it. It's always hot, fresh, served quick.
You know it's always going to be perfect. You know it's always going to taste great. Everyone's inviting. They sit you down with crackers, and you just feel like you're meant to be here.
Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Skyline Chili, 5137 Delhi Pike. Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community, open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10. Sometimes circumstances require the services of a private investigator, and when that happens, contact Official Investigations and Security Services in Cincinnati. They specialize in surveillance, insurance fraud investigations, workers' comp, witness location and protection, accident reconstruction, and stolen auto and construction equipment. Official Investigations and Security Services also provides mobile notary services throughout the tri-state area. So for your needs, call the best. Courtesy, professionalism, experience, and results. Official Investigations and Security Services at 844-263-3424.
So the Lions win it here this afternoon by a final score of 48-20. The Lions are now 5-4 on the season. They go to 4-1 in Heartland Conference play, and we'll wrap things up next week, and that will be at Rose-Hulman, and that should be a very entertaining ball game, but we will not be bringing it to you here on YouTube or UltimateSportsTalk.com. You can go onto the website at rosehulman.com, and you can take a look and watch the game on there. Now, our next broadcast game will be coming up on Thursday night, and that will be here at home at the Harrington Center, where the Lions are going to be playing their second game of the season in men's basketball. They'll entertain Otterbein. I'll be on the air with the game starting at, I believe it's a 7:30 start, so we'll be on the air at 7:15 with the pregame show on that one here on UltimateSportsTalk.com and YouTube. The Lions, well, the season did not end the way that they wanted it to. They will finish second with a win next week at Rose-Hulman. They'll finish second in the Heartland Conference behind Hanover, but I'll tell you, Hanover was an excellent football team this year, and they are very deserving of winning the championship of the Heartland Conference this season. When we come back, Chuck will be talking with Tyler Hoppertton, and we'll do that right after this final timeout.
Changing lives is what great teachers do. And as I saw more students struggling to read, I looked to Mount St. Joseph University for help. The Mount is a national leader in reading science with highly effective research-based methods. Their faculty equipped me to teach students with a range of learning differences, and I was able to make an immediate impact in the classroom. The Mount's fully online reading science program helped me climb higher in my career, but more importantly, is improving the lives of my students. Begin your ascent at msj.edu/read.
Chuck Murray's down on the field, and he's going to be talking with head coach Tyler Hoppertton, who's greeting his daughter right now. And we are set to go down to the field and to Chuck. All right, again, we are having some technical difficulty down there with Chuck's microphone, so we will not be able to bring you the interview this afternoon with Tyler Hoppertton, final game of the year. So we'll be back to wrap things up here from Schuler Field. We'll do that right after this.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
You get to be outside, you get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
So let's go over some of the final stats here this afternoon as Chuck will make his way back up here after talking with head coach Tyler Hoppertton. Unfortunately, we were unable to bring you that interview here today. For the Lions, Jackson Schreiber, boy, what a game. 22 of 29 on the day, 407 yards. He had 6 touchdown passes here today, along with 61, and he completed 76% of his passes. Napier led the team in rushing. Napier had 8 carries, 54 yards. Davis had 8 carries, 41 yards. And Eric Nephew had 4 carries this afternoon for 14 yards. Eli Aston, though, broke the all-time record for most touchdown catches in a season. He had 3 here today. He's got now 18 overall on his career. He had 8 catches today, 233 yards in the ballgame, along of 61. Michael Hunkus had 7 catches for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kamari Pittman and Wheeler each had a touchdown catch here today, and it was Joey Thaman, 2 catches, 25 yards. Patrick Connor, 3 catches, 24 yards. All total, let me see here, 6, 9, 11 players today caught passes for the Lions here this afternoon as they rolled up 571 yards in total offense on 67 plays here today. For Manchester, Hall was 21 of 40 in the ball game. He had 1 touchdown pass, 1 interception, 272 yards passing. Hall also led the team in rushing today, 10 attempts, 10 rushes for 69 yards and a touchdown in the ball game. And then passing-wise, for them, they had 8 players who scored or who caught passes today, but Ingram had caught 5 for 100 yards even. No touchdowns in the game. Lewis did catch a touchdown pass. He had 2 catches, but for -5 yards in the ball game. Mo Williams, 4 catches. Skinner, the tight end, had 4 catches also here this afternoon. Chuck Murray back up here at halftime. Chuck, just an overall dominating performance by the Lions here today.
Yeah, kind of put last week behind and get a conference win and basically have a chance to finish second as we talked about. So he had to be happy with that. I thought both sides of the ball played pretty well. Defensively, I thought we settled in a little bit, but their quarterback, we talked about, he made some plays, and sometimes we had really good coverage, and he stuck the ball in there, made some nice runs. So I think you have to be relatively pleased. You got to go on the road next week to win at Rose to get that second place. And again, we talked to him. We're all disappointed we're not going to go to the NCAA tournament, but you got to try to keep playing and finishing second, as he mentioned. And I think this is key. You brought this up too. 13, I think, consecutive seasons now without a losing season. I think that's important when you talk to recruits and you look at your record and different things. I think that's something you can brag about.
Chuck, when you look at this, I mean, this is not the way that the team wanted the season to go. But, we said it during the broadcast. Not every team is going to win the conference every year. I mean, you're looking at this. I mean, Ohio State doesn't do it. Michigan doesn't do it. And no team out there wins the conference every year, and this year it just appears that Hanover has got the better team.
Yeah, I don't think – that's the thing. It's one thing, and we kind of talked off air. Ohio State's lost to Michigan a few times when we felt like they were the better team. I don't think we can sit here and say we're the better team over Hanover. Could we win on a given day? Sure. But I think just looking at it, they're the better team. They deserve to go. And I'm going to predict they're going to win a playoff game for the league.
Well,
that's my prediction.
Let's hope so, because the league needs that.
100%, sure needs that.
And I'm not quite sure. And you guys talked about this also. Hanover may host a game.
They could, because one of their 2 losses was against Butler, which is like a non-Division III contest that doesn't count into the formula. So they could be 8-1 against Division III opponents, and they absolutely could. They got a road win at Alma and a close loss to Hope, I think. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
If I can remember correctly. So, but for the Lions, they have to be pleased. Senior day, as he said, he got a lot of players in. The bullets are flying, so they got a chance to experience that. So, all in all, a great day for the Lions.
Chuck, any final thoughts about not just this game, but overall the season?
Well, Dave, it went real fast like we always talk about. It's incredible. I just feel like it was last week we're at Muskegon doing that opening night, and it flies by, but they're 5-4 with a chance to go 6-4. Rose is a little down this year, so I feel like there's a good chance they can win that one. And, again, it's a successful season. It might not be what they wanted, but you mentioned it multiple times. You want to win the league every year. It's just not. You mentioned Ohio State doesn't do it. All the great teams, nobody wins it every year. So hopefully win the bowl game, beat Rose home and win the bowl game, come back next year knowing in the offseason looking at what do we got to do to beat Hanover? What do we need? Do we need to run it better? Do we need to block better? Do we have to get after the quarterback? We need these kind of players. Whatever the case may be, they'll have a lot of months to try to figure that out.
The only thing I can say to you, Chuck, is this is our 4th year of doing games together.
Been a lot
I've
of fun.
Enjoyed it.
Me too.
God willing, I'll be back next year.
Same with me.
Yeah.
You never know what God's plan is, but let's hope we're back doing it.
Yep, we'll be back doing it next year. It's been fun this year. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Well, maybe we'll see you in basketball and
we'll see
spring
each other.
and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
that's not a problem.
Yeah.
we'll see each other. So
Thanks for the folks out there listening to
Yes, very
all
much
our
so.
sponsors that can't do it without you. And I know you always say that.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's the key to it, because in this game here today, boy, the Lions, they really did the job well here today. So your final score here again today, 49-20. The Lions win it here this afternoon, and that's going to do it. Our thanks to Dr. Williams and Melanie Wagner for giving us permission to broadcast these games here this afternoon. Our thanks go out to all of the staff at YouTube for putting this game online. Our producer, Greg Mitchell, Blake Watson, Sports Information Director for the Lions here this afternoon, and also in the ball game. We definitely want to thank everybody that was listening and to our sponsors, but like Chuck said, our thanks always go out to you for listening here this afternoon. For Chuck Murray, I'm Dave Mitchell. Your final score here this afternoon, the Lions 48 and Manchester 20. Have a good afternoon, everybody.
This Lions game was brought to you by Alliance One Network. See us at AllianceOneNetwork.com. LIT Wellness. Iron sharpens iron. Owned by MSJU Hall of Fame inductee Alex Harbin. Official investigators and security systems. The Wishbone Tavern. Neiman Plumbing. Scott Lawson of BSN Sports. On-time personnel in Blue Ash. Skyline Chili on Delhi Avenue. The George Nikias Insurance Agency. And by the Mount St. Joseph University. Join us next time for another Mount St. Joseph University athletic event. This has been a special presentation of UltimateSportsTalk.com.